Nice.
And I'm turning those cakes into cake pop.
All right, let's see if we can finally get this thing going.
Ooh.
Yay!
Oh my god, there's us!
And for some reason, once again, the stream was still jittering.
Huh.
It's not jittering for me.
I don't know what it is. I mean, I checked my stuff and well beyond what's recommended, so I don't know.
Our beer mug is still there.
All right, so here we are, another Monday night, a little bit later than usual, because we had issues with the stream. Hopefully, no more pop up. We had a little bit of events that happened last time. You guys want to go through what happened last week?
We got our new ship and explored the shit out of it, and it's awesome. We came up with some cool ideas for stuff, and then we were attacked by
A flying dude and his friend that he summoned.
yeah, I was trying to think of what's his name. It's also really hot, so like not all my brain cells are functioning.
Dalgrog.
Thank you. Some of Dalgrog's peeps. We eventually fended them off, / they ran away with some sick, stunning, banishing skills.
/ people were almost killed by power word kill / people were killed by other means that were since brought back to life.
Almost doesn't count. It didn't happen.
I mean,
They
somebody
ran
did
away
die.
like pansies, that's all.
And Silmaris blacked out for the last part of that fight, so...
All right. You guys remember where you're heading?
North. We were going to the continent of Paplar. I believe along the way we were going to pass by Vandir, correct?
Or flying over it.
Passing
Yeah,
by it.
They're gonna be waving at people.
Oh no, I don't have my pen. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Quill?
You guys will be at your current direction. You guys will be flying over the eastern part of the continent.
Works for me.
Trick occasionally misses. Well, not occasionally. Trick constantly misses the ocean.
I mean, isn't this really just an ocean of air instead of an ocean of water?
Somehow I don't think Brea would agree.
All right. Well, you guys have been 3 days out at over the sea, heading north. Is there anything you guys want to do on your long travel towards Vandir?
I guess as an immediate thing, I want to check on the sailor that got massively fucked up by the thing and see if he's all right.
Wait, what?
You know, the guy that got mauled to death, and we brought him back.
Oh yeah. We should go check on him.
Yeah, I was gonna go do that.
Yeah, I'll come with you. See how he's doing.
All right. You guys go down below decks to check on the injured fighter.
I mean, where is he at this point? Probably in bed, correct?
They brought him to the healing room.
All right. I mean, well, regardless, I'll probably step in there and throw a few healing spells and kind of just say, "Hey, how you doing? How you feeling?" And a little curious if he's cognizant of what actually happened.
He's a little disoriented from the events. Being killed will do that to you. He's kind of just like laying in one of the racks inside the healing room as they brought him. He's scuttled downstairs, and the people downstairs had brought him to the healing room. He really doesn't know who he's talking to. He just kind of hears muffled voices. He's just kind of looking over with glazed over eyes. The bringing his soul back to his body has taken a lot out of him, both mentally and physically.
I mean, I'll help out with the physical part where I'll just I'll do some cure wounds action on him just so he's like not feeling as shitty.
To be fair, a lot was taken out of him. It's called the soul.
He doesn't need to know that.
Oh, and I forgot. I wrote it down. We didn't do any of our sweet cannon action, even though Trick had manned people at the cannons. So we have to remember to put like a round in for cannons and or random crew members doing the cannons and or train them to actually use the cannons.
I'm pretty sure they were too close to even use the cannons.
As you
Not
do
when they were behind us.
I'm gonna heal thief that.
I don't think we have rear-facing cannons.
Yeah, that's fine.
I thought the one that was on like the quick fire one
I
was
think
on the
that's
side in the back.
No, the
No,
quick
they're
fire cannons are the
forward-facing.
forward-facing ones.
yeah. There are chase.
So they're like there, and they're like there and there.
These
Oh, I did my
These are the
configuration
cannons.
wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
Ah.
There are literally cannons sticking out the front of our
Well, I
Yes.
know, but I figured those were like because we have regular cannons and we have the quick loading cannon.
You
Our
do
Are
have
regular
those both
cannons-
the quick loading cannons?
no the front-facing ones. If you look at the handout, you can read it over. But the front-facing ones are the quick loading ones. So you only have two of those, and that's this one here and the one on the other side. And then, depending on which side of the ship you are, is which the other cannons are facing. So on the starboard side, the cannons are facing starboard. On the port side, they're facing port.
Oh,
don't
I
have
see.
any-
Okay.
you don't
So
have
we
any-
have 10 port, 10 starboard, and then the 2 forward facing.
Correct. You have
Okay.
22 total.
Okay. I didn't have that correctly in my brain, but now I do. Sorry.
It's fine. The only time I think that you guys would have been capable of hitting them was when they were on the starboard side, towards the end of the
Right.
conflict. All right. So what are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm gonna lay his head on my lap and like kind of like gently rub his head and kind of calm him down to help him try to go to sleep while humming.
Okay. Yeah. You can.
I'm
you
nowhere
can do
near any
that.
of that.
I am. Yeah. After I like help patch him up, I just leave.
But yeah, I mean, you're able to do it. It doesn't take him long to fall asleep. The pain in his body has gone away thanks to you and Samaris. So he's not, cringing and aching, and you don't see his muscles all tighten up like they were before when he was first brought into the room.
Before he was stabbed back to life.
Well,
The best way to come back to
he doesn't
life.
he doesn't really know how he came back to life.
It's not exactly something that we describe to them. It's like, oh, if you ever die, we'll just stab you and you'll be fine.
No, we did explain that to the whole crew.
This
Yeah,
must have been
we
a
did.
long time
Really
ago.
long
The
time ago.
beginning. We told
When
him
I
if
was
one
like-
of them dies, just come back,
Yeah.
we'll stab you.
I was like, don't worry, even if you do die in battle, I can just stab you back to life. And then I think that's when they realized that I was the crazy one.
They were like, what?
I think they realized that we were the crazy ones when we asked them, hey, we want you to come with us and go to another continent that you don't know exists.
Oh no, we are the crazy ones, but I am the crazy one out of all of us.
I mean, she literally tries to talk into people's heads and read their minds.
I don't try.
Alright, she pries into people's brains.
I do. Alright, but anyway,
I'm the one
Um,
who just tries to calm people down. Be like, just let it happen.
so I assume we just continue on
Yeah.
doing things.
After that, I will head back to the kitchen and continue my meal that I was so rudely interrupted preparing.
You should be
Are
used
you
to it by now.
mumbling through this? Grumbling, mumbling?
It's midday. What am I going to get interrupted by this time?
Children. Alright, so once he like kind of falls asleep or whatnot, I'm gonna like try to like get up and gently lay his head down, you know, and then leave the room so he can get rest.
All right. You see that some of the other members of your crew go in to ask you if he's gonna live and if he's gonna be okay. You.
I'll tell them he's gonna be okay. He just needs lots of rest. Give him some time. Just be gentle with him. Be very easy. Check on him, and if you think anything goes wrong, don't be afraid to come to me or Samaris or any one of us to come down here to help. And then I'll start walking.
Okay. So you guys are done with him. he's taken his long rest that he needs. Samaris, you go back to prepping your lunch that you're so used to being interrupted. And you guys go back to your daily routines of Trick being trained by Cassin and then Trick training the younglings. Arissa, you go back to your room that you spend almost all of your time in because you don't really have a
Yep.
reason to leave.
I leave to to infuse Trick's bullets he's making, but that's about it.
Besides to go to the bathroom and eat.
I guess I do that too.
And make sure we have telepathic bond on. That's every hour.
True.
I said below deck twice.
Am
You're
I
just
already done
that
with all the
frustrated
stuff
that
that I
you're
need
not
to-
thinking.
I'm already done with all the stuff that I need to do for you, Arissa.
Say that again?
I'm already done with all the stuff that I need to do for like you taking my spell slots.
I haven't been taking your spell slots.
You've been taking her death ward spell slots.
I
Oh,
thought we
right.
finished those, didn't we?
We finished those a really long time ago.
Yeah, so I've been working
You've been
on my
using your
spells
spell
since-
slots for the lightning bolts. Or your javelins.
Your
For,
ridiculous amounts of
a while.
javelins.
Yeah, your
Yeah.
javelin of lightning.
Wait, I thought we were getting
Well,
Thorgrim.
we're 3 days into that, so
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought you had already started on those. 'Cause you already put one into your staff.
No, I didn't. I never rolled for that. I didn't
Oh.
think.
Oh, I never mind. Sorry, I'm thinking of Trick's
Trick did
thing
his
that
gun.
happened last session. Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah, I don't have anything else that I'm doing. Just
Alright.
daily routines.
Yeah, do you want to give me some spell slots and I'll work on my cloak with displacement? Can always borrow.
He's crafting a thing too, though, aren't you?
Aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind then.
We can use Thorgrim's spell slots, can't we?
Yeah, I think we can. I think that's what we established before.
He can't actually craft anything, but he can give us his spell slots. Is that right, Jason?
That's correct.
Okay. Because you're making cloak of displacements for everybody, aren't you?
Yeah, but I'm working on mine's first.
I like my cloak.
Oh yeah, you've got a real fancy cloak.
I don't need a new cloak.
I can't remember. I think I'm not getting one either, though, because they're attunement.
Yeah, that's attunement.
And
Like-
I'm fully attuned.
I literally probably look like death all the time.
That's because you need to eat more.
You're right. I do need to eat more.
Alright, so
Ooh, I am gonna make some more, another gravestone, thing. I don't know if I need to tell you that or not.
your tablet.
Yeah.
So you're making a gravestone?
Yeah, she's been doing it for a while. That's something you guys already know about.
I don't remember.
She makes
Been a long
spell
time.
scrolls that are gravestones.
Yeah. Her spell scrolls that she makes are gravestones instead that she can use.
How big are these gravestones that she's
It's
just
10 pounds.
lugging them around?
Yeah, they're pretty fucking heavy, dude.
Yeah, you mean her lugging them around or me lugging them around in my
It's-
bag? In my
It's
portable?
like she's lugging around the 10 Commandments, except they're spell scrolls.
Yeah. I'm basically carrying around 50 pounds of gravestone at most times.
When did you
What's
say
your strength at
something?
again?
15?
13.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say if it was like 10 or something, I'd be like, you should be higher just for that fact alone.
No, I'm carrying a lot of weight, let me tell you.
Alright, do you guys remember how long you guys need to sail towards Vandir?
A while. I don't remember doing the math for Vandir. I remember doing the math for Hathor.
No, we did the math. I just don't remember what it was.
I think the consensus that the answer is we'll get there when we get there.
Wait, trick, calculate it. How far away are we from Vandir?
Poor Jason.
Let me ask my abacus.
All about that abacus.
How far away from Vandir are we?
Not making a fucking intelligence check for that shit.
You know that, well, because you've done this before, that you know that the distance between the two, you're about just under 70 days between the two continents.
Okay. Between where we are and Vandir?
Yes.
Okay.
Who needs to be smart when we have objects that make us smart?
Alright, so if you guys are going to go back to normal tasks, Trick, I need you to make a navigation check.
Lara's actually sailing right now.
Well, you're awake, so are you going to go back to sleep? Because this was at the end of your long rest.
Oh, is that the end of my long rest?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, I'll you know. I guess we'll both be. I don't know. We'll both be sailing until she has to go to sleep. But a sailing check.
Navigators. Okay. Yeah, you're able to plot a correct course, and keep the ship on course currently. as you guys begin heading north.
I'm still upset, by the way, that I took expertise in sailing and we always use navigation.
Well, you use sailing for when you're sailing while we're fighting, to like maneuver and stuff.
Usually I'm not sailing. When we're fighting, I'm biting.
I mean, you're not wrong. Now that we've hired Lyra.
Nothing's stopping you from doing that, though.
Somehow I think Lyra's better on the wheel in a fight.
And you're better in a fight than she is.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys begin sailing, flying, sailing, flying north.
Trix is confused as you are.
We could flail.
I was just about to make that joke.
We're flailing north. Oh.
How many days go by?
Alright, so 2 more days go by. And then on the 3rd day, you see what looks like to be some sort of lightning storm.
Oh boy.
Nope, we sail around that.
You fly around it. How's the guy doing who killed?
The guy's, he's fine. He's pretty much just coping with death now.
I'm gonna take
Does
my
he
long-
need to talk?
Yeah,
I'll
is
probably,
he
like-
cognizant that he died, or have people like, wow, you fucking died, dude?
Let's talk about Zinder here.
He's aware that he was knocked out, and then pretty much people have told him that by now that he was killed on the deck, and then you guys had brought him back. Though the way you guys have brought him back has still been left unknown.
I mean, everybody saw me stab him.
Well, there was only a couple people up on top of the deck during that time, and they weren't really paying attention to you running and stabbing people. They were more worried about other events that were going on.
Of them being killed.
I think we should just tell him Jovia did it.
I think we should tell him that I stabbed him. But to be fair, I haven't heard of this rumor because I've just been in my room.
I mean, if you would have talked to him, I mean, I'm pretty sure you would have, because if we would have talked, if we're all connected in the brain, we would have been like saying something, be like, oh my god.
I wouldn't tell her.
Yeah, I wouldn't
would.
either.
I
What would
would
you
tell
tell
her.
me?
I'd be like, hey, so people don't know how he got brought back to life, and he's still so very confused.
I
About
hope
how
he's
that
fine. He should just be grateful.
I agree with Arissa here.
Jovia, you have like angel wings, right?
Yes, I do. But when
I
my
still think
angel
we-
wings come out, I get a little scary.
In any case,
Ask
did you say that
someone.
there was a lightning storm trick?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna sail around that. It might take a little, add some time to us, but yeah, I don't want to go into that.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
We attempt to sail around it.
Flail.
Fly.
All right, so as you're changing course, and you're trying to, far off in the distance, you can see what looks like to be some sort of clearer skies. You turn your ship and you begin sailing in that direction. After a little while, you see that you can't quite seem to reach that side. It seems like the storm is following you.
Nothing can ever be simple. Let's fly, they said. It'll be fun. It'll be fine.
Would you say anything to us, Trick?
I mean, yeah, I'd be like, hey, storm's following us. We're sailing into it now. Flying into it. Whatever
would
term you
you-
want to use.
would you
All
have said
right,
those
hang on,
comments
I'm
to us,
coming.
or under your breath?
What?
Would you have said those comments to us at the same time?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd open dialogue. Trick's an open book at this point.
You do realize that even if we were sailing, we'd be sailing into this lightning storm with no way to escape it.
And
Yes,
with
but I
water
can trust
crashing in
the
on-
water. And
Really?
if
Can you
Really,
trust
really, you
Brea?
can trust the water. We can trust Brea. Let's not smack talk Brea.
Okay, but literally the last time that he got slapped by a fish.
that's my own fault, all right? It's never Brian's
Anyway,
fault,
let's
it's
go on
mine.
deck and let's fight a lightning storm or
Let's
whatever it is
let's
we're about
also
to do.
not forget the fact that, we were also chased by a gigantic shark that almost killed all of us and the ship.
But at least if our ship was broken, we could swim away.
I mean, to be fair, after you fall from the sky, you can still swim away if you want.
Nope. We will most likely be dead should that occur.
I mean,
what's
I don't know
gonna
about
happen
you,
if
but
we
I
do
would
that?
probably fly down. We have a lot of things that we can do before you fall to your death.
Good point. I could fly too. I guess it's just the crew that's dead.
Well, yeah, I mean, you win some, you lose some.
GM,
Right.
Anyway,
I'm not worried
at this
anymore.
point, I am up on deck and I'm going to check out the storm.
Yeah, use your
can
model.
I make a shot in the dark and see if I can try to remember? Because I mean, I would obviously come on deck at that point. If
Yeah,
you say,
I'll
"Hey, the
start
storm is being
walking
weird,"
on deck.
does this bear any sort of resemblance to a certain storm that may or may not have brought sharks onto our ship before?
Yes, and I'll. I'm just start looking at it like, oh, what's going on here?
Give me a intelligence, or give me an intelligence check with disadvantage for recalling information.
It's stormy.
I mean, you're also not a storm specialist. I feel like you can't look into it and be like, ah, yes, that's a Sharknado.
I mean, maybe I can look out there and I
wait,
can
is
see
it-
sharks.
Can I make?
Don't you
That makes-
always check the weather?
I check the weather every day.
Yeah, don't you always check the weather? Shouldn't you have known that a storm was coming?
That's actually a really good point. Did I, when I checked the weather this morning, know there was a storm coming?
No. You know that it was supposed to be clear skies. It was supposed to be a little bit windy, but nothing like a lightning storm.
Oh, okay, so then as soon as Trick had said there was a lightning storm the first time, I would have known something was wrong, and I would have been up on deck for a while.
Can I make a nautical knowledge check on this storm?
Sure.
Do I have disadvantage?
Are you
Why
trying
would
to
you-
remember something from the past?
No, I'm just trying to use my general knowledge.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
would-
I mean,
Oh, I
aren't
see
you
what you're
al-
saying.
aren't you always technically trying to remember things from the past? Because all knowledge.
Stop
I
it!
mean,
Don't make
that's
him do
fine.
that.
That's fine. You want to argue that that's recalling information? You can go ahead and
No,
give yourself
but, I
disadvantage.
Don't
I
do
mean,
that.
You don't have to
We'll
tell
do
me
all the
twice.
time.
You want disadvantage? Go ahead and give it to yourself.
I don't. But
Don't do this to us.
You can make a nautical knowledge check. You know that the wind is blowing because your base knowledge of how storms and weather and everything works. You know that going against the wind is going to push the storm further away from you. So that's why you sailed toward the right side, hoping to bypass the storm as quickly as possible, hoping that the storm would pass by you as it drew that direction. But for some reason, there's something pushing it in front of you that seems unnatural.
so this is clearly coming straight at us, and there's not really much we can do about it.
Well, it's not coming straight at you. It's been in its
it's-
place, and you've
it's-
been trying to get
it's
around
staying,
it.
Yeah, it's staying in front of us essentially.
Yes, it's keeping It hasn't moved closer, but it's staying.
I'm
In the path.
I'm gonna scout it with my monocle.
What's its power rating?
Well, if it has one, we'll know.
Like, use all your monocles, because I'm gonna be.
I
up there
have
at
to
some point.
use
I'm
them
gonna
one at
use
a time.
Every monocle you have.
Or
Well-
poor Jason will lose his mind.
Technically, you can use 2, because you have 2
I
eyes.
have 3.
If
Total.
they are-
You need a third eye.
Wait, no. Do I have 3?
Yes, you
Oh.
have 3 because you have your eye of true seeing. You have your
Yeah,
The
you're right.
other one, and then you
I've
have
got
the-
3
Yeah, the
monocles.
true, the
Yeah.
true seeing, the divine, and now the scouters.
Yeah, so I'll swap out my. Well, because I mean, I always look through my divine monocle, and it's not. Well, I can't identify the storm, so I'll take that one off. Put on my monocle of scouting, and I'll true sight and scout it.
I really just picture Arissa just like getting all the stuff made so she looks like one of those alchemist people or like one of the diamond like people who the jewelers
Like
who
one
like
of
switching
one of
things
the
around.
the variable power glasses.
Yeah. That's all I picture Arissa as.
Oh, I wouldn't use the true seeing. I would know that it has a 120-foot range, and that storm's definitely farther than that.
Maybe it's 120 feet away. You don't know.
It's farther than that.
Yeah, that's what I think Jason would have said. And suddenly there's a storm right in front of you. Does it have a power level? Is it charisma higher than 20?
You don't see a creature in there.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, you know, the storm could be a creature. We never know. Hey, I've seen charismatic storms before, okay? Alright, I'll just kind of look at everybody and shrug and be like, well, it's not a creature.
Is it magical?
It's really far away. I don't know if you know this or not, but I don't have infinite abilities.
I'm not quite sure with you anymore.
From what we can see, does this storm extend like all the way down to the water?
No, it just looks like dark clouds in the air. You don't see that it's going down any further. It's its normal size for storm clouds. It's not touching the water or anything. But you can definitely see the occasional trickle of lightning as it sparks around the clouds.
Can we ballpark about how high the clouds are?
They're the same height as you guys currently,
Okay.
because you guys have been
And-
sailing at 300 feet.
And we're at our maximum height.
Correct.
Hmm.
I mean, you guys can try to go higher, but you don't know what effects that would take upon the ship, or the elementals that run the ship.
Yeah, this is like our third or fourth day sailing. Let's not fly into the sun quite yet.
It's only depreciated a nominal amount since we've left the lot. Yeah, I mean, I almost feel like it'd be safer to dive below the clouds so we have a chance of avoiding a lot of lightning if we can't get around it.
Do any of us even know anything about storms?
I can't control the weather yet.
I mean-
Trick knows a bit about storms, considering he's a sailor.
I literally see storms all the time.
No, I mean as in the actual aspect of storms. Do we know whether it's safer to fly into them or under them?
It's neither is safe.
Safer. I didn't say safe. Like,
I
which
mean,
one's safer?
If we're
Um,
sailing, we're gonna have to deal with like deep waves and stuff like that, and possibly getting sunk, and taking on
And
water.
there's still going to be lightning.
And there's still gonna be lightning,
So we should just
but it
fly
won't be as
through
bad.
Can I look around? Is there like a ton of metal on our ship?
Yes.
Yes.
But we don't have
Uh,
any electrical components, so it's not like getting struck by lightning is gonna...
You are aware that the propellers that help propel you forward on the back are where the elementals are at.
Right, but that's an elemental component. It's not actual electricity isn't real. Right?
If they die, can I just bring them back to life with Revivify?
Well, that's what I'm trying to plan out. If like we can have
Well, you guys
some
haven't
people
seen the
stand...
elementals since you guys
Right,
have
they're
been on the
in
ship.
well, they're in those crazy rooms. I mean, I could probably figure out where the elementals are, but now is not the time.
I mean, there's only one way to find out.
Um,
Trick, you can go ahead and roll a nautical knowledge check for the question that was asked earlier. Trick, you would know that the differences between flying through it and sailing under it are essentially just the different dangers that can happen to your ship. Whereas you're sailing underneath it, you're battling the waves, you're battling the wind, because you're essentially go back to sailing using the wind. And then anything, if lightning strikes, you're the tallest thing out on a flat ocean, so you're most likely going to be the first thing that's targeted. Though being that high up in the air, it's likely to not specifically hit any one direct person. Whereas flying through the clouds, you're up there with the lightning, so you're not essentially combating the waves or the wind, since you have the elementals that are propelling you forward, but you're essentially could put yourself in the middle of lightning, as it's more potent up there, and more likely that somebody might get struck by lightning flying through it, because it has a shorter distance to travel.
Could I fashion like lightning rods to redirect the lightning?
If you had time.
Well, I mean, it's not moving closer to us, so I would take the time sailing. Oh, never mind. It's turning with us, kind of. Can we just stop in midair and hover? Do I know if the ship is capable of hovering?
are we part helicopter?
You do know that.
Yes.
Well, Orisa, you do know that the ship has a levitate spell that's been casted upon it.
That's true. So
That
we
keeps it-
technically can hover.
That keeps it up. You know that the propellers in the back, that are fueled by the air elementals, are what help it move forward. So there's two aspects to the way your ship flies. Also, you still have sails, so that if you wanted to stop and fly by wind and not elemental power, you have that capability.
Then I
Wait, but
choose-
is that like... It doesn't... Okay, for a terrible analogy. That's still not like shutting down the computer, so to speak. We're just not using it. If it still gets struck by lightning, it might still get fried, right? Or does it like disconnect it?
Give me an intelligence check with disadvantage, since you're not mechanically inclined.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you don't really
Wow.
know.
I rolled a 9 and a 2. That's great.
So I want to try slowing down and coming to a like hovering standstill. But before I stop us completely, I want to see if it stops getting closer as quickly.
Okay. Give me either perception or insight, your choice. All right. How long are you gonna wait?
As long as it takes for us to get at about half the speed we were originally traveling at.
Wait, hang on. What are we waiting for? I missed that.
Well, you can stop the rotors on the ship.
That's
The-
yeah.
the
That's what I was gonna
propellers
say.
on the
We
ship.
can hover.
So you can go to
All
a
right.
dead stop if you want to.
Then I'll stop the ship and I'll probably wait. I don't know, like, how long did it take before I realized that the storm was following us?
It was probably about 25, 30 minutes because you guys had to get far enough away for it to be noticeable with your passive perception.
Then I'll probably wait about the same amount of time.
Okay. As you're waiting there and you're seeing the storm, you can see that it almost looks like a tire as it's rotating towards the sides. When you stop your ship, you can see that it stops rotating, and it seems to, after a little while, start changing directions, and it begins rotating towards you. And you can see that the storm is slowly coming towards you.
I mean, do we think that we should just like do a coast? So charge towards it as fast as possible, and then once we get close, shut down the propellers, and then just like pew through it.
Damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead.
I was just thinking that.
And I want people on the cannons. We're gonna fire into this thing.
No, we're not gonna fire into it. That's
Yeah,
a
why
waste of
would you
cannonballs.
fire into it?
Because we don't know, it might be like some kind of sentient storm, and it's better to
I
find
already
out by
looked at it,
shooting
and it's not a creature. I told you it wasn't a creature.
Remember, your monocle works based on sight.
Right, but if the whole storm was a creature, I could see the storm. The storm isn't a creature. If you
Right.
want to fire out into the storm at random in case there's creatures inside of it, I mean, I still
Either
think
way,
we
it's a
waste
good-
cannonballs.
And I can make more cannonballs. Like,
Don't you have better things to do with your time?
I'll buy more cannonballs the next time we land. Like,
Don't you have better things to do with your money?
in this case, I'd say
We're on
the
day
money
4
will-
of the journey. I feel like we shouldn't be wasting cannonballs.
No, we're on day 6.
Oh, apparently I'm bad at keeping track.
Also, Samars thinks to himself, "What's a torpedo?"
I mean, you do what you want. I'm gonna stay. I guess I'll stay up here in case, and I'll like look out for creatures. I will obviously tell our crow's nest person to get out of the fucking crow's nest so she doesn't get struck by lightning.
It seems like a bad idea.
And I'll just snatch the spyglass from her and say you should get below deck since apparently everybody dies here. And I'll keep a lookout for creatures.
Well, I guess her morale just shot straight down into the tank.
I didn't say all that out loud.
I guess you're
Really?
useless. Get it down below deck.
Sounded like it.
She just says, "I think it would be in your best interest if you went below deck."
Yeah.
And then that is all. And she says the rest of it to us because you die too easily.
Yeah, the mumblings were for you guys.
But that's my plan. I'm gonna shoot into this storm in the hopes of either hitting something. I mean, I'd rather know if there's something solid in there that I'm gonna hit too. You know, like.
Well, I mean, aren't you just like attracting lightning though by shooting more metal out around our ship?
Our ship is
Also-
literally made of metal, and if lightning is gonna shoot at one of these cannonballs instead of us, thank God.
I mean, okay, a general question because Zeke knows a lot about lightning. Does Arissa know a lot about lightning? Like, Does my
Wait,
previous roll
would
indicate my
I-
level of knowledge of lightning?
Would
For
I
my
know anything
intelligence
about
check?
lightning? Since I do have a thing called Lightning Kid. I do have like the lightning thing going on when I put on my dragon armor.
Well, your dragon armor gave you abilities, not knowledge.
Hey, you never know. We could have tested things.
As far
happened over-
as knowledge of how lightning works, you wouldn't have done extensive research into it. You would have done more into your studies for your own magical powers that you have.
Right, but if I know basically how like electrostatic stuff works, would I be smart enough to know that like shooting metal into a cloud will cause more like things to happen?
It's
I'm pretty
really
smart.
it's really an unknown. The best
Okay.
thing that you can really surmise is that either A, shooting things will cause, if lightning strikes, to maybe strike that, or maybe attempt to strike that, or B, strike the cannon which it is being fired from. Without knowing more about the storm itself, it's really unsure of how it will affect your ship, especially since this is the first time any of you have used a ship like this. And normally, when you guys come across lightning, it's firing down from above, let alone being in the lightning clouds themselves. So it's hard to say without having experience in traveling through a lightning cloud. Though you can give it your best guess.
Well, that's what I'm asking, only because I happen to know a lot about lightning, so I'm trying not to give Arissa too much information that she wouldn't know.
Well, Arissa herself, remember that she didn't spend much time out at sea, and with where you were born and raised, you didn't really experience too much of stormy
Right.
weather because you guys were essentially covered.
Okay.
So
yeah.
the most you know about lightning is essentially things that you may have seen from spells that were cast, from your
Oh, that's
from other
true.
people, but
And I have
mostly
some lightning spells.
it's mostly just the lower end spells because
Right.
they wouldn't, they're not going to be casting Storming Sphere or anything like that, higher level spells,
Right.
in the area. And if they are, it's more of like farther away from the village, out fighting the giant beasts that roam the forests, which you weren't a part of.
Right. Well, I mean, I had lightning bolt for a while, so I at least know how that works. But yeah, okay. So then, I guess it doesn't matter. If we can Trick, if you've looked at their cannons, can you shoot the cannons like upward at all? Because I feel like it's fairly common knowledge that lightning just strikes the tallest thing. That's not like anything special. But that would be all I would know.
I mean, DM, would I know? Can they swivel up and down?
Yeah, you know that the cannons can swivel. They can't swivel side to side, but you know they can swivel up and down to adjust for trajectory when firing out.
Oh, so they can only fire in a straight line from where they're at?
Correct.
So I can't like angle them to be in front to shoot what's in front of my eyes?
You can with the forward-facing cannons.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm kind of asking, because we're kind of sailing straight at the lightning cloud.
You would
But yeah.
you would know that they're locked in place so that when they fire, they don't go shooting across the ship.
Right.
So yeah, if we
Okay.
can fire up, that might help our ship not get struck, but I don't know. I've never sailed through a lightning storm. We could get struck from below too. I'm not sure how this works.
Yeah, it's difficult to say because
Yeah.
you guys do know how lightning works when it'll attack essentially the tallest object. The problem is that the lightning is always coming from one direction, and that's straight
Right.
down from above you. Flying into the storm, it's possible to come from every direction, which would be difficult to estimate where the lightning's going to come from and strike. So it's up to you. But that's the knowledge your characters would have.
All right. Well, let's go. I guess.
So
I still
Mars
think we should zoom in. And shut down the propellers so we don't kill our elementals.
Samaras has no meaningful input.
I mean, the only thing I could do if we ever land would be to control water, but that's only for so much. That's just like probably to stop the waves from crashing in on us.
Well, we're in the sky.
Yeah, but that's if we decide to land. Other than that,
Oh,
I can't control the weather just yet.
I mean, I told you
I'm
my-
gonna pop
We have
one of
to-
these on before we get into the storm.
If we have to sail into the storm, I'd rather get through it as swiftly as possible. And if there's some creature controlling it, I don't think it's going to matter if we turn it off or on. I'd
Yeah, and
rather
I'm gonna
just
wait.
get
Oh,
there
sorry, go
quicker.
I'm gonna have that up, and I'm gonna wait until we're as close as possible and activate my True Sight monocle with
gonna
my
pop on the
Identify
calculator.
monocle, or with my God monocle on now too.
Okay, Arissa, where are you going to stand?
I mean, I'm probably gonna stand.
Because the range on the detect
So-
magic is only 30 feet.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna stay above deck because I have the spyglass too. Alana is gonna be below deck because I don't know what she's doing. Probably here so that I'm not touching the crow's nest, so that if it gets blasted, I'm basically gonna be like the kid standing under a tree in a lightning storm. Like, it's a terrible idea, but I also don't want to fall off the boat.
Okay, so you won't be...
So I have something to brace myself on if I need to, but I'm not touching it all the time. Although it's made out of wood, I guess it doesn't really matter.
I mean, you can always just tie a rope around you, just in case.
Oh, that's a fantastic idea.
Trick would already kind of have done that. Also, me and Lara both are going to be at the wheel controlling it because it's, we assume it's going to be rough.
Oh, Talish went below decks too.
Yeah, Samaras will go procure the rope you need because we still have rope that was left over from the ship.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, I have my whip, so
I'll
I
be up
kind
there
of...
too. I'll be like, can you get me one also?
Yeah, I'll go procure the rope for everybody.
I would just use
Um,
my whip to connect
And
myself.
then I'll.
Is this like an indent? What is this up here?
At the front of the ship?
Yeah.
It's a little lip that kind of goes up, and then it has the ropes tied to it. You see two really big, thick ropes that are tied to it, and then it's tied up towards the crow's nest to where you can
All right.
unleash the sails if you need to.
I'm going there. I'm going to tie my rope to the rope of climbing.
And then once I get everybody their rope and they can tie themselves off however they see fit.
The rope and climbings are in the back of the ship.
I'm not referring to the rope of climbing. We have just
Wait, what is
normal
this then?
rope.
I was talking to Arissa.
Yeah. I thought you said this was one of the ropes hanging off the ship.
No,
No,
the
no,
ropes of the
it's
climbing
it's
are in
a
the
it's
back
a
of the
rope.
ship.
It's a rope attaching this part to the crow's nest.
Yeah, I want to tie the rope around the pole, like the crow's nest or whatever, but leave enough for me to actually move around just a little bit.
Or whatever. I'll tie myself to the same anchor point that rope is tied onto then, because I assume it's pretty sturdy.
Okay.
And then once everybody who wants a rope has a rope, I will go below deck.
Though I am in heavy armor, I'm not sure I should be up here.
Actually, I think
I
you're the
mean-
one that should
I mean,
be up here the most.
you can fly. You'll be fine.
No, there's
We-
plenty of things that are taller than you out here, and lightning isn't actually attracted to Oh, I don't know any of this.
And lightning doesn't always hit the tallest object.
I'm not tall. I'm actually quite short, I think.
No, lightning will hit anything, but it's not actually like attracted to metal. It's just as likely to hit you as it is to hit me.
Right. The only way that any metal that you're wearing would matter is if lightning was going to strike within like a foot of you, in which case you were
Right.
basically hit by the lightning anyways.
Yeah. Lightning is a good conductor. It's not an attractant. Lightning just hits wherever the fuck it feels like it.
Jovia does not know this. Jovia
Yeah, I
just
know.
knows
Neither.
bad lightning. Lightning equal bad.
Lightning equal bad. That is true. Lightning plus metal armor equal bad.
Celestial armor, though. We might have a bad time.
Alright. Well, I'm ready.
Same.
All right.
Bring my shield out and my.
But I'm using my whip to, like, I have that, like, tied at my waist as I, like, Indiana Jones it to the side of the ship.
Okay. And you guys are gonna sail directly into it.
I mean, that's pretty much all there is to do at this point.
Yeah, I assume if we try to navigate over to one of the sides, it scoots over.
Right, that's what he was saying was happening.
I mean, we
Yeah.
could always try to pray to one of our gods to help us. Get
I don't know. Does anybody worship the god of storms?
No. But never know if they'd be like, hey, let's help you out here. But we are hovering over water. Storm
I mean,
has
it's
water.
probably one of like Rhea's great grandchildren, and she's not gonna give a fuck. She's just gonna laugh. So
She probably sent this to, like, those bastards. How dare they not fail on the water?
I mean, you're probably not wrong.
That's out of character, by the way. In character, Trick thinks he's fine. No, he doesn't.
I was about to say, in character, he probably is scared shitless that Bray is gonna kill him one day for
Yep.
not sailing on water.
It's not my fault. I tried to convince them. Like,
Anyway, here we go. Sail into the storm. Flail into the storm.
Okay.
and
so
I need them.
All right. So you guys begin flailing into the storm,
Flying or sailing. Neither.
Flailing.
hovering into the storm.
That's fine.
Are you cutting your engines or not?
Mm-hmm.
Trick.
At least that was the plan.
That wasn't my plan. I said, damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead.
And then we were gonna stop them, so we coasted through. So we don't kill our elementals.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Why the ship sails. It moves forward without the propellers.
It'll move forward without the propellers when you have the sails up.
Yeah. But we're in a storm. We're gonna be getting rocked around like a crazy person.
That's why we charged forward to get some propulsion.
Who has guns?
I mean, you do whatever you want, Trick.
Nope, we'll do it your
If you
way.
kill our elementals and we plummet into the sea and all die, I will blame you.
We'll
No,
do it your
that's
way.
fine. You have Death Ward. You won't die. You'll come back with one hit point.
We're gonna need those
I mean,
ropes.
I won't die at all. I'll just
a
fly
lot
right
more
out
now.
of here.
But,
like,
but
save me.
Trick's like, I will endanger all of our lives just to prove a point.
All right, Trick. What are you doing? You're the one at the helm.
I decided to be very adamant about it, so we shut off the propulsion and go to sail power. Arissa, you're gonna need to bring down the sails because you're the one there.
I just look at him as if he somehow thinks I know how to do that.
Well, you would know how to do that from the long time that you'd spent on the other ship. It has a similar rig between the two.
Oh, it is similar. Okay.
The only
then I do know how to do that.
the only
He's like, ugh.
the only difference is that on the other ship it requires several people to do it, whereas this one, essentially where you're at, you can control the sails from where you're at.
Oh, okay. All right. I was assuming it was a completely different mechanism, so I was just like, all right. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll drop the sails at the appropriate time.
Okay.
You
give
see
me
Trick kind of like massaging the bridge of his nose and kind of thinking to himself, like, "Can I get my real sailing crew on deck, please?"
give me a
No, we don't want them to
give
die.
me a strength check because your passive's not high enough.
All right, here we go. Yeah.
All right. So you guys begin sailing into this to get the momentum, and then Trick cuts the engines and yells out for Orisa now, and Orisa goes, and kind of looks back at Trick, and the sails are still up.
I'll look over at Jovia, who can definitely reach me, and be like,
I'll like untie myself and go over to her and be like, let's do this together.
"You have a 50-foot rope tied to you and that
Hey.
thing. You can definitely reach me with the rope."
I know. Oh, fine then. I'll have the rope tied onto these two. I'm like, oh my god.
I watch her untie the rope, and I say, "What are you doing? Stay tied."
So, I'm gonna help you.
I think you should just do it.
Lara,
I'm
Jovia,
looking into the storm.
Jovia, your passive's not high enough either.
Okay, so we're gonna do this.
Give me a strength check, Jovia.
Hang on.
Out of curiosity, while this is happening,
Enhance my ability.
wait. Why is this a strength check? It's rope tying, right?
It's pulling
Go
the
for
rope
bull
down to
strength.
lower the sails.
I'm
I'm
going
ass-
over some bull strength here.
Yeah, they're before they were on your other sails. They were thin, regular pieces of rope where you could just, essentially the DC for the strength is much lower. But these are like heavy, big, thick pieces of rope that control all the sails on the ship.
Trick's not liking this even more because he can't probably even do this either.
I already give you. I'm
That's
already
why you're
giving
at the
my
helm,
advantage
Trick.
by helping.
All right. So you said strength check.
I didn't say that to either of you though. Trick knows what he's doing.
You said strength check.
You're doing which one? Bull strength?
Bull strength.
Okay. Yeah, you have advantage on the strength check. Okay. So yeah, you managed to lower the sails.
Thank God.
Could have had Orisa help you.
She didn't even ask, so I'm still looking out into the storm.
As you
Still got advantage.
as you're into the storm, Orisa, what kind of threw you off from your strength check? You notice that the clouds are magical in nature.
That's why she couldn't get it, right?
Well, I vaguely knew it was magical because I didn't know there's a storm that doesn't exist. But hey, guys, storm clouds are magical. Magic clouds.
Can you dispel the magic?
This has been confirmed. These are confirmed magic clouds. My hypothesis was correct.
Are we close enough to fire? Because I want them to fire.
You guys are
As
in
soon
the
as they're able.
clouds.
Oh, we're already in it? We would have fired before we got in it.
You can fire in the clouds. That's fine.
How are you going to tell them to fire into the clouds? By the way, do we have like a tube?
Yeah, I was gonna say, aren't we supposed to be making that sound system throughout the ship?
I would have sent somebody to do it.
Who? You and everybody's down below deck.
I would have gone and done it.
Well, I mean, I could tell Solmaris to go tell them, or you can. We're connected by our brains.
Yeah, I would have told Silmaris to tell them.
Okay.
I forgot that I could talk to everyone and not just Orisa for a
out
while.
of curiosity, just because I have to ask this, what time of day is it?
Lunchtime.
It's always lunchtime.
Unfortunately, it's not lunchtime. It's around
Okay.
2-3 in the afternoon.
I'm slightly less annoyed that I've got to go do this.
It's essentially close to the changing of the shifts for Trick and
Then
Yara.
yes, I will. I will. Since I am the closest to the teleporters to each side, I will go make sure those are manned so they do their thing.
I mean,
Oh,
it's
and I'll
not
be like,
important
check
that they
everything.
fire now.
I mean, I'll say that the orders are to fire when ready. I'll make sure that's on both sides.
Oh my god.
No, you're
They
not
just
there.
fire.
You're not there.
As we're all standing there flying through the clouds, Trick is getting more and more furious
So
as the cannons
after,
don't fire.
So
This
as
is
the
why we
ship
should have put the sound system in.
as the ship begins getting closer, Trick, you're just seeing a whole plethora of errors that are going on. You're getting ready to enter into the clouds. The sails aren't down. The cannons aren't firing. You sail into the clouds, and you're just like, why?
And then several minutes after sailing into the clouds, the fucking cannons launch.
No, Samara's never told them to fire. He just said,
He
No,
said fire when
said
ready.
fire when ready.
Yeah.
"Oh,
Yeah, so they're gonna fire when ready.
I see."
So after you guys penetrate the clouds, you guys hear two boom booms as the cannons finally go off. Arissa, it catches you by a surprise of how loud it was, and because you're standing towards the front of the ship, so you're essentially
am.
right next to both of them. So you hear a boom on the right side, then boom on the left side, and you're just like, you see these two cannonballs just go sailing out.
Good job, Trick. You
Everyone's
you really
fired.
stuck it to that storm.
Everyone is fired. Like,
I'm gonna like yell at you. I said, "This is why we should have put the sound system in. I told you I'd make one.
we didn't have time to make one.
We've had plenty of time."
Can I tell what aura of magic the storm is now that we're like literally in it?
The School of Magic is evocation.
It's an evocative storm, guys.
What?
She said evocative, not provocative.
Oh boy.
I guess while he's got nothing better to do, Somaris is going to open up his book of evocation magic that's below deck and see if he can read up on a storm that happens to follow ships around that happens to be evocation magic.
Wait, nothing to do. I'd be like, I told you to check on the kid.
Yeah, they're fine. I'm sure they're fine.
Great dad.
I'm assuming that I can't touch the storm because I would try to do that.
Okay. So Trick,
Touching it now.
after seeing Arissa
Here,
struggle,
you poke that cloud.
after seeing Arissa struggle with the ropes and then Jovia finally setting the sails, you see Arissa kind of raising her hand up and like almost as a touching or grasping motion towards the air. And you know exactly what she's doing because you've seen her do this before. You know she's trying to identify the cloud.
Once again, Chick squeezes the bridge of its nose, like, why are these people a part of my crew? Why are they here?
I'm assuming I do not identify the storm.
No.
Wait, are you saying that out loud in your head when you do that?
No, he's
No.
just.
I
he's-
very rarely. Oh, you're talking to him. I thought you were talking to me. I was like, I'd never say anything to you guys.
You'd get that sense. Like
Oh, thanks.
he's very annoyed right now.
Do I see anything in this storm?
Give me a perception check. Yeah, just give me a perception check.
Okay, I have advantage because I'm using the spyglass. Good thing.
Okay, so you don't see anything.
Well, there's nothing in the storm. It's just a magic storm.
I mean, can we
magic.
dispel the magic of it?
Yeah, if you have enough, go ahead.
uh, can you tell what level of magic it is?
I mean, it's a big storm that's following us around. So my best guess is as high as possible. I'm gonna let you know, I don't think it's gonna work. It's not divine, though. It's just evocation, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So it's not a god storm. So, at least there's that.
Yeah, at least none of the gods are pissed off at us.
I mean, they probably are, but at least they didn't send the storm.
At least not Cloud.
Oh, that's because he's dead. Thanks
I
for
didn't say that out loud. I thought that to myself. And I'll be like, may Idris still be with you. In my own
Yeah,
head.
you guys better hope that I'm as nice to you guys when your gods start to die.
Okay.
True.
Are you going to
Well, then there goes all the divinity if my god dies.
try and cast the spell magic, Jovia?
God, yeah, I'll try.
Wait, your god
Fails
isn't a god of
instead.
divinity, is it? That's not a real thing.
I'm just waiting for cast a spell magic fails. Instead, takes the levitate away from the
Yeah,
ship.
Idris
Oh,
is
yeah.
the goddess of divinity. Yeah, watch all the divinity stuff die. You don't want that one to die. Alright,
Well, I don't think
so-
that's... I feel like that's not how that would work. I don't know how it would work, but probably not that way.
I mean, only one way to find out.
Yeah,
No.
I mean,
No. Well, if Zinder dies, nobody dies.
I mean, that,
or everybody becomes a zombie. I mean,
that certainly would have made for an interesting campaign had you rolled for Idrisil first.
are you gonna cast your spell, Jovia?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with the highest level I got. Fuck it. Whee! 7th.
Okay. I need everybody on the flight decks.
I'm just pointing at the ship, not everything else.
I need everybody on the flight decks to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, well, this is where Arissa dies.
I hate you, Joe.
You're tied down. You're fine.
I asked everybody. I asked Arissa first. She said, "Okay, do it."
You asked. This is the problem. You asked Arissa.
I mean, to be fair, I did not say, okay, do it. I said, I don't think that's going to work, and you did it anyway.
Oh God. Do I have like? Oh, for some reason it's not rolling too.
All right. Tricky rolled a 22, right? Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Trick, you save.
Do I need to roll for? Does anyone need to roll for Lair? Katzen would be below deck. Or did
Liara
we
needs
say
to
he was gonna
roll.
be above?
Because she's
Did
on
we-
Oh.
the flight deck.
Lyra, yeah.
Oh God, we're fucked. I'm
And-
sorry, guys.
And Thorgrim, I guess.
I don't think Thor was
Okay. I mean, I didn't specify where he was, so if he's on deck, he's on deck.
Hard no. Jovi is probably gonna.
Wow,
do it.
Liara, way to go. Liara
Lyra
saves.
gets almost as much as I do.
That's higher than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, yeah, he already gets his bonuses in there, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So Thorgrim will fail. All right. So those of you who have failed take 55 lightning damage.
Oh,
As you see that when Jovia casts her spells, the air around you begins to spark and ignites with lightning, and it
Bad
washes
idea.
over the top of the ship.
I'm gonna brain to Trick. By the way, that was not actually my idea for the first time ever.
Trick, I believe
Jovi
you.
tried something.
I take nothing.
You take nothing. Liara takes half.
No, Lyra.
I mean,
Oh,
she did.
No,
No,
she's
she-
still fine.
She would survive a full blast from that.
Oh, nice.
She's pretty hardy.
So what? 27 damage.
Yes. Yeah, remember you guys found a good.
That's right. I
Captain, you
think
guys rolled
either
really
me or
well.
Trick rolled a 20 in a recruiting adventure.
Hang in there, Liera. Are you all right?
Wait, are you at half?
Me?
I'm gonna like check my wristlet. Yeah, just to see what your life is at.
No, I don't think I'm below half.
Okay.
And then those of you who are on the flight deck can give me a perception check for hearing.
Speak to us? Is it gonna speak
Oh,
to
I'm
us?
just above half.
Oops. Nope. Didn't mean to press that.
Wait, do I get bonuses to that? Hold on.
Thorgrim doesn't hear anything.
No, it's only against stealth creatures.
Do I hear anything?
I'm
Well,
waiting
if
for
it's
Trick.
stealth, you still get a +10.
Trick, did you roll yet?
Yeah, I rolled I think 16? 17, sorry. I rolled 2 17s.
Oh, you rolled. Okay, yours way up there.
It's just above Jovia pressing random buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Accidentally, I tried opening up my character sheet and I double clicked it and it double clicked that instead.
Yeah, I get it. You're just trying to push everything I do up, so you don't have to look at it. I got it.
All right,
I
Arissa,
know, it was so tiny.
Arissa and Jovia, you guys hear from below you this loud, screeching, screaming sound of some sort of creature.
Below us?
I'm gonna be like, guys, there's something screaming underneath us.
I'll
I'm below deck. Do I get a chance to hear this as well?
No.
Okay.
I look over the side since I'm like me and Casson are the closest. I don't think Cassis is up here though.
No, you said Cassins was below deck.
You're right. So he
He's partying.
But
over
it sounded far down. Sounded
I'll
far
pull out my
below
gun
you.
because this is what Trick does. And Trick thinks better of it and doesn't shoot below him. Keep sailing.
Can I
Go
attempt
faster.
to kind of like scoot to the side and look over with the spyglass?
You can.
I'm like, do you want me to hold your hand just in case? So I can try to pull you back.
I have a rope
I have full
tied
strength
around
on.
me.
Okay.
Hold
So
on to my rope.
as you
Alright, I'm holding onto her rope. Like, I've got you.
as you
How's
look
there?
over the side, you cannot see out of the cloud.
Can't see out of the cloud. I recognize that this is like a really far off kind of thing. Would I recognize at all what kind of creature? Was it like humanoid? Was it
It was definitely not
like a
humanoid.
lion? Did it
Yeah.
sound like anything I'm vaguely familiar with? Okay, I know a lot of creatures.
And you also checked Samaras' book.
Yeah.
Like, you
Well, I
read
mean,
that.
the book doesn't have sounds in it, so I don't think that would help me very much.
It's not
But
one
I
of
mean,
them
I
spinning things.
grew up
The
with a bunch of
chimera.
druids in the woods, so like, you know.
You've never heard a sound like that before.
Okay. Can you imagine if it did have sounds? Like a little button on each page. Like, meow.
Best book ever.
The lightning bolt goes crackle, 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 crackle.
Arissa now like dedicates the rest of her journey to making sound children's books and
You
sound
know what? This
informational books.
is a great idea. I'm
I love
100%
this
with
idea.
you. I'm publishing this. We'll workshop it.
You're trying to teach the kids. Be like,
Anyway.
This is what happened.
I don't want to see like Jason's secrets on the stream, but I feel like he just has his whole head in his hand and is just looking down at his desk.
No. He has his hand on his mouth, and he's like bright red, and he's shaking his head like, oh god.
All right, so I mean, I guess we just continue on. Like,
I mean,
did it sound like painful screaming? Did it sound like "fuck you" airship screaming? Does it sound like something dying or something angry?
It sounded like something was angry.
Okay. Let's not fly down to it. Let's just keep going.
You thought that was an option? You thought that was like on anyone's mind to fly down there?
It was on. What if it was something really sad and hurt?
If it was sad and hurt, I would have been like, let's go down there.
I know. That's why I asked.
And we could have
All
us
right.
a new friend that literally controls the weather.
I mean, it could just be like a dying whale. It has nothing. It doesn't have to control the weather to be hurt in the storm.
You never know with this. This game, you never know.
All right, so you're just going to continue forward?
Throughout this entire experience, would I have had any sort of indication that this giant lightning bolt or whatever hit everybody on top?
Oh yeah, I mean, we all would have said "ow."
Like,
I would've
but
been
I
like,
mean,
"My
I mean, like,
bad."
but it would it have been like very obvious, like, you know, there's a big flash of light or whatever that I'd be able to notice.
What's
Why
your
would you need a
perception?
flash of light without if we're saying "ow" in your head?
15.
And where are you standing at? Are you midship or?
That's not right. Sorry, it's 18. I'm below deck, so
Right, are you midship
I
or
I
you
wasn't
starboard
a-
side?
I wasn't in any specific place. I was probably doing some reading up in my book, wherever that may be convenient. Probably like the dining room, or wherever, just someplace where I could sit.
Then probably not, because you
Okay.
have disadvantage on your perception, which would give you the -5 to your passive.
So it'd be
13.
13 then.
But you would have, like Arissa said, been alarmed after the fact it happened when everybody started screaming in your head.
Oh, I totally forgot this. I have damage immunities to lightning. Do I?
Only
While
if you have
you're
your
wearing your
I
armor.
armor.
have my armor on. That's right. Damn it. Shh. I have to make notes in there then.
I'm gonna specifically to Trick, so everybody else isn't here. I'm gonna say, "Hey, look, I realize that like you probably don't want to do this, but like, what if it's like one of Brea's things down there? And like maybe we should at least see what it is because we know we have to defeat all of Brea's like things before we can get into her temple. And like if we're flying right over one, you know, maybe we should at least see what it is, and then I can like gauge what it's like and if we can take it on, and it might get us one step closer to Brea's temple." I'm just saying this to you, by the way, so because I feel like it should be your decision.
As you say this, you feel something large slam into the side of the ship.
Oh!
That I will notice.
I'll say, "Just kidding. Apparently it found us. Ah! And did I get an eyeball on what? Because I'm standing right at the side of the ship, so I either fall over or I at least saw what it was."
All right. Once like we feel the jostle of it, or I feel the jostle of it, I'm gonna try to pull Arissa towards me, like yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a giant tentacle.
Why are
They're
there tentacles?
people!
This is fine.
Why would there be tentacles up here?
I mean, I promise I have nothing to do with it.
Are you yelling that out loud? My people!
No, I did not yell that out loud. That was out of character. Is the tentacle gone now? Did I just see it like whap?
No, you see that the tentacle came up, it whapped the side of the ship, and it looks like it's trying to curl itself around.
Alright,
the
I'm gonna
port side.
monocle the shit out of it. Swap, swap!
I'm gonna shoot it clearly because it's trying to take down our ship, and she wants to like just examine the thing.
I
Did I end up
have
pulling
you
her
met
close to me?
Arissa yet?
Did I pull her close to me? Because once I felt the jostle on the ship, I would have pulled her.
I would kill you. So
I wouldn't care. I'm pulling you close. So you don't...
It would be contested strength checks.
oh, well, I mean,
yeah. I
it's
got
right
both
here,
strength on it.
I'm in range to shoot this thing.
yeah, I'm staying here.
Are... Are you really? Yeah.
Let's see that natural one.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
So close.
Wow.
We rolled the same thing. I mean, does that mean I only move like a foot back? Because I resist that pretty good.
You move 5 feet back.
I shoot Jovia the dirtiest look of all time and step back forward.
I didn't want you to die. I'm gonna yell that in her head like so loud it rings her ears.
I block her off immediately, so I don't even hear you.
You don't know I was yelling that in the first place.
I mean, as soon as it starts at a very high volume, I just shut it off. All right, I'm gonna
I'll yell it
I
out
am
loud
gonna-
to you.
I am gonna scout it.
Wait, do I even have line of sight of this thing?
Yeah, you do. You would have hit it.
Okay.
Trying to find the list of Brea's things in my notes. I feel like there was a squid.
That seems familiar. That and a shark, and then
And a turtle.
and a
There's
turtle.
a squid, a turtle. Well, we found out more, and I wrote them in the same area.
There was a shark,
I just have to find where that area is.
giant
Yeah, here we go.
squid or octopus.
Oh, I didn't
thing.
write it in the same area. God damn it. Turtle, squid, or sharks.
This seems very squid-like. Not that someone
I
else
mean,
would know.
it could be a tentacle turtle.
Or the shark came back and it's like Brea said, you're a squid now. You
All
have
right.
tentacles.
So this is probably the squid. Would be, or
It's-
it's just a random ass creature of the sea attacking our ship.
It's clearly going to be a
300 feet in the air.
squid, but at the end of its tentacles, it's going to have shark mouths.
Do I have what did
What's
I
that?
get? What it is? What its challenge rating is?
Your thing said it was a challenge rating of 5.
All right, it's lying to us, or Trick would have just killed it.
All right. You guys can see it as it pulls itself over on the port side. You can see that the ship begins to turn a little bit under the weight of the creature. And I need you guys to...
Wait, can you say that again? What do you mean it turns?
The ship bends. You know, it's a flying ship. It
Oh,
bends.
fuck.
It's banking.
Oh, it's like way down.
Yes.
You mean? Oh, okay. I was like, it's steering. I was
The
sorry.
creature is now steering the ship. And I'm going to need you guys to roll initiative.
Oh shit!
This is fine.
Oh, Trick, you rolled too soon. Oh, there we go.
No, I didn't.
Well, good thing I'm already at half health.
Even if it's not up, your token will still get put on it.
This is fine.
Jovia rolls a 5.
Why are all these...
Jason, do we
Well-
want to take our break now rather than in 20 minutes in the middle of combat?
Guys, my prayers were answered.
No, because we started late.
What prayers? I mean, and this, I would have just yelled that in everybody's head. I don't know if Arissa would finally unmute me.
I mean, if you're still yelling, I no.
Well, not
For
like
once.
super loud, not like how I yelled at you. Yeah, fuck you.
It was doomed from the start. Whatever.
I go before you.
Whatever.
Wait, was since it's so big, was it technically within 5 feet of an ally?
Not when you shot it.
Damn. I tried.
Yeah, where's the fucking?
Does the ship count as an ally?
No.
Yes.
We should put a role for the cannon people.
Cannon people, cannon
Yes.
people.
Yes, I like the cannon people.
Okay. We will.
Thorgrim needs to come up here too.
Thorgrim is up here, so
I thought
Mars
he
is
was-
not.
Oh yeah,
Add a token,
you
To,
should have
like-
sent Thorgrim down then, and then you stayed up here.
like right here. You should add a
There you go.
token.
Because they're the commoners that are manning your ship. That are manning the.
Yeah, so they don't die. Because apparently one of them has like PTSD already.
Alright, we have Trick, Jovia, Samaris, Thorgrim, Orissa, Octopod, and we're missing Cassin.
Oh,
And
okay.
Lyra. Or does she need to roll if she's just steering?
No, she doesn't need to roll. She's essentially going to be trying to keep the ship from flipping upside down.
I mean, I'm not going to be leaving the steering wheel either in case I'm needed.
So we just need Cassin.
That's what guns are for.
All right. So you see this large, huge, monstrous, titanic creature. No, Titanic. Creature on your side of the ship. Trick, you go first.
Alright. Trick is convinced. Trick is pretty sure, that this is. I mean, this is what he wished for. He wished to. But I mean, he didn't. He wished for the storm to be gone and be able to see, the enemy that's attacking. But this is an indirect way of giving me what I wanted. So Trick is happy, and he is going to murderize this thing. And he's gonna shoot his gun. Well, I could not have rolled much lower. I can almost not roll lower.
That is
26.
impressively bad on the damage.
Do I get sneak attack?
That'll hit. Nobody is on that side.
Oh yeah, okay. I keep forgetting that Samaris is.
Yeah,
below
I am
decks.
below deck.
Does it count if he's?
I mean,
5
I'm
feet
here.
within the wall.
I mean, technically, if it's taking up a square of space, I am within its space.
It's essentially just wrapped on the ship down here. I just don't want to.
Oh, okay.
I was putting it up high enough so you guys can see it. So it's essentially the creatures on the port side of the flight deck.
I see.
So it would be like something like that.
Okay.
Alright, I'll do that, and I'll use my remainder of my turn, since I'm not moving, to ready my cartridge gun, sorry.
Okay.
So I'm gonna load it with a... We should have finished one of my paralyzing. The hold monster cartridge, right? Or how many days does each of those take?
I think a while.
Yeah, I don't think we finished one. I think they were like 20 days each.
Okay, then yeah, we gotta... Yeah, you were right. Then I will load a glow cartridge into it.
Okay. All right, Rissa.
All right. I will do my standard and use a gravestone hold monster. Let's see how that goes.
Okay, what is that? DC Wasn't
21.
21 was.
It's AFC.
Oh man, that's unfortunate.
Bummer. Right, and I will. Not that I think it'll have much of an effect, but like move. And actually, I won't. I will move up here and like be by this anchor point thing.
All right.
That's my turn.
Then it drops to Casson.
All right. Casson, I guess, is just gonna have to make his way to the deck. Will that take his entire turn to do that? Or are you saying like he starts where he's at?
Casson was below decks, so he's got to spend at least 25 feet to get above deck.
Alright, so he'll spend 25 feet to get above deck. He's a monk, so he's still got plenty of movement left. I think that's only half. Less than half. So he still has 30 feet of movement. So a normal turn for most people.
Oh, you should have gotten your long rest a long time ago, Alana.
Okay. So what's Casson doing? Trick.
I was looking to see if he had anything that helped him in jumping.
He's got boots.
Oh yeah, he has the boots of flying. So how high is this platform that he has to climb up here?
What platform?
Like once he comes onto deck, where is he at?
He comes out of the hole, I believe beneath the wheel. He's down here.
When you come through, you're literally right here.
Okay. So then he will move to. What I meant was like how this is like they were like sort of below the rest of the deck where they're standing, right? So how high is this? Right? Isn't this like a little indent?
The stairs go down, and the deck up here is 10 feet. If he wanted to go up here, he'd have to go up here, jump 10 feet up here to make it up here.
Okay.
Other than that, this is just 5 feet.
He's gonna use a key point to use his Step of the Wind to get to about to make a jump over to here.
Okay.
And his jump should be enough that shouldn't really be too hard for him.
Okay.
And you're like he can be there, right? Or no?
Yeah, he can stand on the side. Though
Okay.
he's gonna have to make a dexterity check every round.
Well, we can always come back and pick him up. He's Cassid. He thinks he's strong, so he thinks he can handle this. So he's gonna stay there.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I don't think he. Oh, wait. He used a bonus action to do that, so he can still attack. he is going to use an unarmed attack.
Okay, the 28 will hit, the 17 will miss.
Wait, does his unarmed attack do cold damage still?
No.
Okay, because that was weird.
Oh, wait, yes, it does. He still does the cold damage.
Oh, okay. It just does more if he uses the Sword of Ice.
Yes.
That's cool. And that's his turn.
Alright. Now we go to Alana.
Lana. Is it the same thing for her? 25 feet to get to the top?
Yes.
Okay. All right. She is gonna be zooming on up here. Can she see from down here or no?
What do you mean, see?
Like, can she see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So she will. Oh, well, here she'll kind of come to like the little edge guy over here, so she can duck. But I mean, she'll also try. Since, yeah, she'd be like, why the fuck didn't Narissa do this? It's not actually at 6th level. I don't know why it did that. That's weird.
Okay, so another whole monster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really weird.
Succeeds.
That's a number.
That is definitely a number.
Holy shenanigans.
Roll better this time.
Hey, little thing.
Slightly.
Anything else from Alana?
She's gonna kind of like duck down to try to have some cover from this thing.
Okay. Thorgrim and Samaris, it's your guys' turn.
I mean, Thorgrim's on deck, so his job's gonna be a lot easier. Yeah, this seems like a good time as any. Activate the armor.
Okay. He uses his action to activate his armor.
Yeah. He really doesn't have any bonus actions at this point. So he's gonna fly to 60. So can you get reasonably to it in a place where he can stay with the ship?
Yeah.
So yeah, he will do that. He will get to a place where he can reasonably stay on the ship and find a place to hit this thing.
Okay. But he'll have to do that next turn.
Yes. Samaris is below deck. So how much movement is it going to take Samaris to get out?
I'd say as soon as the thing hit, you would have been caused for alarm and probably would have been out of the seat by then. So you'd be near to the thing, so probably about 25 feet with the rest of
Okay, so 25 feet to get out there, essentially.
Mhm.
Well, I see this thing. I get another 15 or so. So I'll get to the edge of the ship here, or wherever's reasonable for that. Say, wow, that's a big thing. And I guess I will, for the time being, use the longbow for this. Actually, you know what? No, I won't. I will use something different. I've got a ring of lightning bolt. Can I angle it so I won't hit the ship if I use a lightning bolt?
Yeah.
I will do that then. With a pitiful saving throw.
Oh man, you know what? I forgot to do this on the last one. All right. You guys are lucky. I need everybody on deck to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it.
Forgot to do
To
it
be
with the
fair,
other
that's
two.
That's why I cast it from my tablet, and I thought it had worked. And I let Alana do it because she didn't see what happened last time we cast a spell.
You monkey.
So out of curiosity, should it have happened when I used my tablet?
Close your door.
Yeah.
Come on.
But I
Oh,
forgot
okay.
about it, so.
So Trick,
Oh,
if this
yeah.
is the same thing as before, Trick dodges it and gives Silmaris one of the dirtiest
Orisa
looks.
sure as fuck doesn't.
Oh yeah, I'm probably dead.
And Jovia.
Cassim will get a
gonna give
bonus
you an evil look like
because he's next to Thorgrim.
It's
forget
10
about
feet.
that.
So.
Is
yeah,
he?
it's 10
Well, I
feet.
mean,
I
that
just
means
said,
he rolls a 32. So
yeah,
like,
I mean, I just said, he gets into a position that's reasonable for him to hit that. So if that's within 10 feet of him, so be it.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, he would want to protect his
Okay.
ally, so he would make sure
Okay,
he's in
so
the
yeah,
aura.
that's a ridiculous 32 for Casson.
Okay, so the DC is 21 if you guys didn't figure it out last time.
Woohoo! Okay.
Yay!
Cassin, that lightning bolt had like no chance of hitting Cassin.
But
he
40,
just like slightly moves his head.
47 damage,
Just like Bob's.
Oh hey, I didn't die.
half damage to those who saved, minus the monks and the rogue.
What is the
How much damage?
Oh wait, do
47.
monks also get like a
Yeah, they
thing
have
like
evasion.
Yeah, they have
that?
evasion.
Oh, that's pretty cool. What's half? Sorry.
23.
23.
Mm,
Did Alana save?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Looks like we're gonna get a healing over here.
Lyra, are you okay?
And then, yeah, so Mars is going to say, okay, that was a bad idea. Blade Song.
As Trick looks at you and is kind of like, what the, like, the fuck, man?
So Mars starts singing. And
Best
is
moment
going
ever.
to...
You have to sing now.
Yeah, no, that's
Aw.
not how that works. And then is
In
going
Elvish.
to pull out... Yes, and then pull out a longbow and shoot twice at it with an action surge.
Okay.
That's a 1.
That'll miss.
You don't say.
That's more reasonable.
That'll hit. And that is magical, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's my turn. While I take off all of the stuff that I did. So
Okay. So you see, at the end of your turn, you see its eyes light up with electricity, and 3 bolts of lightning come at. Let's see. It's not afraid of Samaras because it casted lightning, but it does know what Arissa and Alana did. So 1 at Arissa, 1 at Alana,
I mean, I'm dead even if I save from it. So,
and then
So you have your thingy on.
but I know.
the other one will be at Trick.
Don't you need to be able to see them to cast that at them?
What?
Like to cast a spell? Don't you need line of sight for that? He can't see Alana.
yeah, she did duck down the stairs.
She's down the stairs?
Yeah, she ducked out of sight of him.
Oh, okay. Then
There's just no way to put her token to do that.
Okay, just put her on underneath the stairs, like to the right of Samaras. Then the other one's going to
Okay.
be on Liara. So Arissa, Trick,
Oh,
and
even
Liara.
better.
Well, the air is dead.
Let's see. Should
Can Trick,
that's-
like,
Sure it hits
that's
Arissa,
2
because I got rid
knockouts.
of Arissa and I have
if
my
I
stuff.
save, can I jump in front of Liara's? and still take the damage.
Oh, actually, it won't die.
This is coming from it. This is not coming from around you guys. The thing coming from around you guys is much more potent because it's all over the place and you guys can't really escape it. This is coming directly from him.
Yeah, that's the one I roll terribly on. Good job.
But the DC is higher because it's coming from him.
Right. Well, I died anyway. I'm at 1. My death ward's off.
So does Liara.
Your death ward is off?
Well, because I used
goes
it.
off.
It goes off.
It only works once.
Tell me.
So you
I
hear
just
Trick
did.
yell for you.
Before you die!
What are you
Jovia, we
talking-
need
I
you.
died and I have 1 hit point.
No,
Yeah.
she
What are you
goes.
talking
She
about?
dropped to 1 hit point. Her death ward went off, so now it's no longer
Okay.
active. How's Liara?
Ow.
She's unconscious.
Unconscious or dying?
She's dying.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that's technically what happens, right?
Right. If you dropped exactly to 0, you're stable.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I mean, she's dying.
All right. So that was at the end of Samaris' turn. So Jovia.
But I yelled, Jovia, we need you.
Son of a biscuit.
Woman down, woman down.
Alright, so Arissa. God, stop it.
Samaris, you have to heal her. Somebody do something.
Don't you have a healing potion trick?
He's panicking, okay?
Couldn't
Leave
you
him
also
alone.
do something?
Alright, so I'm gonna touch. I'm gonna go to Arissa and be like. Wait, no, hang on.
Yeah, but he knows his healing potion isn't gonna, like, do a lot. It'll stave off death, though. I mean, he knows that much. But she has to steer the damn ship.
110. Fuck you for being so far away.
Well, I mean, you can only move to, like, here anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he also
Side of
doesn't.
the pole.
I have 40 feet of movement, so. Yeah.
You have as
So
much.
it's like
You have as
right
much
as the
movement as you have rope.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So even if you had more movement, you could still only move to here.
Because you're still tied to the ship.
Start the pole.
And she, like, runs, just thump, like, crashes into the ground.
Go to the pole. And then I'm gonna, like, look back and I'm gonna be like, Arissa! And I'm gonna do heal. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna get her, don't worry!
Yay. Probably just to die again next turn.
Only to die, but. And then.
Yep. Because you can't
But-
cast a spell, a
Yeah.
bonus action spell.
So I'm gonna regret this, but her casting that spell doesn't cause us all to erupt into lightning, does it?
No.
Okay, good. Thank God.
Good to know.
Technically, they still don't know that it was you targeting it with a spell. For all they know, it could have just been you casting lightning. Because it didn't trigger the first few times for some reason.
Right.
Alright, so I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna look at like everybody and be like, I'm sorry, and I'm gonna try hitting on its head. And I'm gonna use the dice!
Okay.
I mean, you shouldn't apologize. The dice is the best thing to
This
do in
is-
these kinds of situations.
This is gonna go over just fine. I can feel it.
Do I have the dice thing on there? I don't remember. I don't know if I can.
Yeah, you have a dice character sheet.
And
yeah,
I'll
I've,
wait
I've got
until
it. I've got it. Yeah.
Dice. I want it. Hang on, let me pull this
I'll open it up so that people in the stream can see.
Die of power.
All right, so give me a d6.
Oh god. Oh no! Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it! Okay. Roll 1d6. Ka-chow! A 4. Oh my god!
Oh my god. You picked the worst fucking one.
I
Jesus
didn't need
Christ.
to. At least it wasn't a 5. Okay. Be happy about that one. I mean, maybe.
I mean, we haven't done any damage to it, so it really wouldn't matter.
All right.
That's what Mara says.
I mean, a pittance, I'm sure.
So
What happens to it? Does it like not affect it? Does that, like,
it doesn't care.
happen?
You can tell that it's immune to lightning.
It laughs at you.
I'm gonna like look at it.
It literally
I'm gonna, like,
lives
do
in
the
a.
eye thing with like my 2 fingers, and then I'm gonna like point it at them, like I'm watching you. I'm gonna get you. I think that's my turn.
Okay. Let's see. It has one more. So at the end of Jovia's turn, it is going to.
Run away.
I think.
Why attack Lara? Why does he see Lara as a threat?
I mean, it's.
She's driving the ship. What do you expect?
What is that? 30 feet?
It's 20.
That's 20.
20 feet?
20.
Q. It does not like the dice, so it's going to attack Jovia.
You should love the dice.
I think that's going to hit.
Just a little bit. Like, okay, all right.
That's pretty funny. It can't not hit me.
It
Even
can
if it
roll a
rolls
one.
It can
one.
roll a 1.
Even if it rolls a 1, it still technically hits me.
A 1 is an automatic miss.
Just saying.
Alright, so Jovia, you're now grappled.
All right.
Alright,
My mind wasn't prepared for this.
that's the end of Jovia's turn. Now it's its turn.
Got a free meal.
Oh god, is this where we wipe?
It is going to fling Jovia.
Fling me where?
Whee!
Where am I flinging to?
Well, you can only go 50 feet in the air.
That's true.
That's true. Alright, so Jovia, you get thrown in the air.
Okay.
And you feel this gut-wrenching pull as the rope snaps at your waist, and you get essentially you start falling back down. So you'll fall.
Okay then.
You'll fall 60 feet on your turn.
Well, she's got to make a
Alright.
dexterity. Oh no, it's only if you're throwing at another person. I was like, what is the dexterity
Well,
save?
can't like on my like turn? Can I just be like wings?
No, you fall 60 feet at the beginning of your turn.
Oh. And then I take 5 damage, right?
No,
Or
you'll
do I
take
take 5 damage
you'll take
now?
different damage. You didn't hit anything, so
Okay. So no damage.
She'll take a lot more damage on your turn.
It's that rope that gave me the 5 damage.
so it's going to
Got rope
Well, you don't
burn.
take any damage right now.
you'll take damage
Is
at
that
the beginning of your
correct?
turn.
Right.
It's gonna bite at Thorgrim.
Okay.
Oh god, and it has a mouth.
Of course. What do you mean?
The tentacles are coming out of. It's coming out of its like nose and mouth and everything else.
That just barely hits.
Does he not have his armor on?
He does. He's just got a 22 AC.
All right.
With his
so
armor?
it'll do the
Yeah.
piercing damage.
And then, yeah, he's got a con save for it. Oh, no. Okay, I see what that does.
That's if he's eaten. And it'll use its last attack on Casson. And try to tentacle him too.
Probably hits.
Trick.
Yeah, that hits. Does he have? Do monks get uncanny dodge? I think that's only rogue.
No.
So Casson is grappled. And it is now the cannon's turn.
Go cannons, go! Ba 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 ba. Who's rolling the cannons? Or
I do.
Who's what? Yeah, that's what I thought. I was waiting for you to say something. No,
Where are the cannons?
They're on the
in your
ship.
mind.
The Wings of Icarus one?
No, the Durander.
Ah, okay, so it's the same one as the Durander then.
Right. Just know that the cannon that's on there is only the one for the forward-facing ones. They get the addition. The regular ones don't get the dex bonus for the ship, so they only get the +2 to hit.
Okay, so they get +2 to hit, not +10 to hit?
Correct.
Alright, so I guess I have to change that.
Because they're the regular cannons. The front-facing cannons get the +10 to hit.
How many cannons do I fire? Just one?
10.
You can fire 10.
10? Okay, we're gonna fire a full broadside.
Wait, again, you're
Miss,
not rolling
miss,
damage.
Miss.
Oh, it's not rolling damage. Nothing's hit yet anyways.
I don't see how. I mean, being realistic, I don't know how they could possibly miss with this thing wrapped around in front of them.
Not necessarily miss, because remember, rolling below the AC
Yeah,
doesn't necessarily
I
make
know.
you miss.
How much damage do these cannons do?
I should say it in the first one. I think it's like 6d10.
No, there's nothing on it.
Yeah, there's nothing on it.
Yeah, it's blank.
It should be 6d10. If I remember correctly, for cannons.
Hang on, I'll check the
And
ship's
that's it?
manifest.
No bonuses, right?
No bonuses.
So that's 4.
Oh no, you deleted the cannons off our manifest when all of our
Yeah,
cannons
when-
were lost.
When they got repossessed.
Is it even possible to hit this thing
That one
without
hit.
critically?
Yeah, if you roll
technically
a
no.
natural 20 and a 19, it's AC 21. Isn't that what he said?
No, that was the save DC.
That was save
Oh.
DC. The 19 will hit,
Hey.
Oh, hey!
but does no
Come-
damage.
Okay. Well,
It does no damage?
I hate
It's
you.
not magical.
This
Oh,
is
damn it.
funny as shit.
I hate you.
Alright, we need to
I
pay
hate so
to
much.
Jovia to make cannons, and she'll make magical cannons for every single one
You
of them.
know,
Remember long
Yeah.
ago when I said, you could make magical cannons if you want to, and you're like, nah, I'll just make a regular one.
I'm really starting
That
to
was
hate you.
trick.
Alright, I guess we're scrapping our current project, Arissa. We have more important things to do.
That was me. I'm the one who blacksmiths.
Yeah, I was saying she can just make magical cannons. She doesn't even
Oh.
need both of us. You can't
Oh,
make
okay.
cannons. Oh, you can make cannons.
I think
He can make cannons, but he needs my help in order to make it.
you're right.
Or you
I'll
can
have
just
all the
make
metal.
them on your own.
Trick can make them on his own.
Magical
both-
cannons?
Make cannons.
He can, but it's going to cost him. I
A
believe
hell
we
of a
talked
lot
about-
more.
Yeah, it's
Jovia can make magical cannons just by, like, looking at one and using normal metal.
Yeah.
no, they wouldn't be magical.
No, it'll be magical metal, but I can imbue it. It might end up with some healing power.
Remember the ability that Jovia has doesn't give the item the ability to pass through magic resistance.
Oh, I thought they were magical items.
No.
All right. Sorry, I didn't know. I'm sure I did know that at some point.
Yeah,
but I
you
forgot.
did.
Yeah, remember,
Because you brought that up before when you got
Yeah.
the rapier and asked if it was a +1, and I said no.
I believe I told you that I have a 50% shot in order to
Trick, it's your
Yeah,
turn.
no, I
do it
know
with
that.
myself.
Trick just noticed a full broadside go off, and the thing didn't even flinch. He is scared,
It might have giggled.
so he's gonna go over to Lara and he's gonna give her a potion.
Yeah, because your plan A is flying through the air right now.
I almost clicked my primitive grenade.
Here, this is the ultimate potion. Now you can rest.
This will end your suffering.
Here, this is for you. Oh snap! That's the wrong. Head explodes. Well, I tried. How much do those heal for?
Greater, I believe, is 44 +4.
+4, yes.
$12.
Yay.
Can I sail the ship and shoot my flintlock at the same time?
No, it takes an action to sail the ship.
Damn.
Oh, that means she's up in time at least to sail a ship.
You have a bonus action left, Trick,
Oh yeah, bonus action.
if you want.
I can't fire my cartridge gun as a bonus action, so this sucks. I will hand. Wait, did I give up my orb of element? No, I didn't give up my orb of elemental absorption. I will hand that to my to Lara.
It's attunement, and you would know that.
It is attunement. Crap. Ah, man.
Everything is into attunement. Oh wait, speaking of attunement.
Well, that because it uses your reaction.
Fudge I have. Fuck it.
I hand her another potion, I guess.
That she can use herself when she falls unconscious.
No, I don't know. But if one of us falls unconscious, use this. I give her. Oh, never mind. I don't have any of those either. Never mind. I'm all out of stuff to give her. Try not to get hit. There, that's my bonus action.
Okay, Arissa.
Alright, I am going to stand up.
Okay.
How much movement did that give me? Not very much. Oh, 20 feet. I forgot that I move faster because my pants. So I'm gonna move here, and then I'm gonna try something. 'Cause it's
I'm
not
sure
a
it'll go
spell.
over swimmingly.
I mean, if I can't do anything, then I literally can't do anything. So you know. And
That's
plus,
not
it's
true.
for science. All right, we're gonna try.
Do you have something strapped to your arm that you can use?
I'll die as soon as that thing looks at me sideways. Not an option.
Hide.
All right, we'll try that. I'm gonna do it at such a way that it doesn't hit my peeps.
You're only going to fry part of its brain.
Okay. So it needs to make a intelligence saving throw. See, how good is it intelligence saving throw? Is it proficient? It is. Oh wow.
It's proficient in intelligence and wisdom saving throws.
Yep.
That's crap.
I think I'm gonna end up
These things
giving.
are so nasty.
I think I'm gonna end up giving Lara my Death Ward necklace. She's kind of important.
You know,
I
we can
think
make
maybe
another
we should
one.
give her a Death Ward necklace.
Out
I
of
mean-
curiosity, why does it get advantage?
You don't know.
It's a
Oh,
curiosity.
I didn't. Well, it just didn't get advantage on my first one.
Yeah, I forgot
Out of
about it.
character. I assume,
Okay.
I assume.
I didn't know
that,
if it was something specific that Arissa would like notice if it was particularly whatever against her psychic shit.
No, I got
It
it
could
on
be-
the I got it on the second one when it rolled the 30.
Oh, I
As
wasn't
a-
paying
I
attention.
forgot about the first one.
It could have magic resistance.
I mean, it definitely does.
So you stood up, you got your 20 feet, you mined, you're blasted.
Yeah.
Bonus action?
I'm gonna move back another. Well, I moved 10 feet, so I'm gonna move another 10 feet back here,
Okay.
and like hold on.
Duck, damn it, duck.
What am I supposed to duck under? There's nothing to.
Rope.
Let me duck behind this rope. I can't duck.
I don't know. there's
Make a
something, like,
stealth
thick
check
in
to
there.
hide behind the rope.
Don't know how to waddle.
I'm gonna have Lara. I'm gonna tell Lara to turn starboard.
Okay.
No, to turn. Actually, turn port, man. I want to ram this thing. Actually, it's attached to us. Never mind. It does.
I was
None
gonna
of this.
say,
None of this is gonna do any good. So just keep going.
He's
straight. Never
he's
mind.
just talking mumbo jumbo at her. All right. I don't have a bonus action still,
Okay. Casson?
unless I had one in secret. I forgot about.
I mean, you can always try to pray to one of your god, or pray to a god. Sorry.
What is Casson doing?
Praying is an action.
That's a bonus.
It's a bonus.
It's an action
I already
or a
did
bonus
that.
action.
That's why we're fighting
Oh.
this thing.
Oh, I thought it was an action. That's why I haven't done it like ever in battle. I mean, I just haven't been paying attention.
And I'm pretty sure you have a bonus action, just FYI.
Do I?
I'm
It's
pretty
been
sure I
a
gave
while,
you
so I
two.
forgot. All right, hang on. What are they?
Yeah, be like, Zinder, kill this thing.
Casson?
Some of my spirits are bound, but I haven't been doing that while I'm crafting, and
Right.
that's a bonus action to release them. I don't even have that on, so I don't know what the other one.
Alright.
would.
Casson is going to.
Oh, is it my whippy guy? Sorry, I should mute myself. I'm talking to myself.
Hold on, I'm scrolling down here so I can get to his abilities.
Oh, that's not
Don't
mine.
forget he is grappled as well.
Can he attempt to cut off the tentacle?
I mean, he can attempt to, but you would have to cause serious severing damage.
Yeah, and I don't have all 6 tentacles yet. I think those are my only 2 bonus actions.
And it would have to be a slashing weapon.
He's gonna make a dexterity check then, I guess.
Wait, isn't it an action to put on your armor?
Or an
Like,
acrobatics.
It's an
Okay.
action to put on the armor.
Alright,
Contested, I guess, against this. Or what's the DC to get out of the
I
tentacle?
think
18.
that means
Okay, so he gets out of the tentacle.
Yep.
That's his action. His bonus action was his sword of ice. That's his turn.
Okay, at the end of your turn, he's going to try to re-grapple you.
Fuck you, you stupid
A
tentacle
little-
thing.
Oh, I don't think that hits him.
It does not.
Woo!
Yeah. It's the little victories. Don't laugh at
Little
us,
It
victories.
Jason.
goes to grapple him as he's summoning his sword, and he parries it with the sword.
Alana?
All right. She is gonna pop out. Boop. How far away is this thing from her? Would you say, like, so just to be, because I know it's not really, is there anything that's within 15 feet of her? Because it's like this square?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. She is gonna try, oh, I closed her character sheet. Why did I do that? Since it worked last time. She'll try that!
Alright, Eyes of Light.
She's like shooting laser beams from her eyes.
Hell yeah, she is.
I'm gonna go off on a limb and say he's got a pretty decent con score.
Con score.
I mean, I don't know if you know this, but the two characters I play are warlocks.
I
okay?
understand.
I don't know
this.
what you want from me. I'm trying not to cast spells.
Let's see, is it proficient in con?
Probably.
Yes, it is.
Did I mention I hate you?
I went to use the restroom, and I come back to, did I mention I hate you? And I'm like, I'm sorry.
Aww, look at me trick cry.
Alright.
Not you, Jason.
So it
One
blinks.
button.
It blinks.
Yeah, you blink. She's gonna hide, go back and say, oh fuck.
Guys, I think it's hurting. It just blinked.
Are we still progressing out of
Wait,
this
is
storm?
it
by
having
the way?
like the little like flashing eye thing where it has like the little bubbles, like the blues patches or whatever?
You did it, Arissa. You did it.
I made
Got
it
him the
blink.
blunk. I mean, the ship's still moving. You don't know where the end of the storm is. Like I said, you can't.
That's
can't
actually a really fair point.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're in the center of it right now, and that it's moving with us.
Thorgrim.
Thorgrim is gonna scootle over about 10 feet. Can he reasonably see everybody?
Everybody except for Alana.
Okay. Well, then everybody except for Alana is going to get a bunch of hit points back.
Yay!
To be fair, you can see Alana. Oh, Thorgrim, never mind. I thought that was you, Samaris.
Woo!
It just overhealed me. I'll fix that. I really don't like that it's max health anymore.
Yeah.
And let's see. What was I gonna do? Bonus actions. Thorgrim's gonna do a thing, and I will whisper to you what he's gonna do for his bonus action.
Okie dokie. Then it's Samaris' turn after that.
Yes. I have to do. This is what you get for rolling initiative for 2 characters in a row.
It's okay. It happens to me literally every fight.
You know, you should totally, after this battle, level us up to like level 15. Just
Okay,
saying.
Caroline.
Hey, I get control weather then.
Yeah,
And
that'll be
then,
super helpful after this fight.
I know.
and then with that, Somaris is going to. I have to pull up his sheet. I've got like 5 different character sheets up. This is awesome.
Alright, Samaris.
Okay, yes. I just need to remember who's got their armor up. Samaris has got his up. I mean, Samaris is gonna fly in. He's gonna do some things. You know what? This is funny enough. Yeah, he'll start swinging at it.
Okay, 18 will hit.
That's a 31 will hit.
Or 31. And a 24.
I don't think a 15 hits.
It does not.
Okay, 2 con saves. that it's probably gonna pass.
Fails. One of them.
Does it have advantage on those con saves?
Yeah.
Yes, it does fail.
Make sure to mark off a charge.
Oh, I already have.
Oh, snap.
So yeah, it's gonna do that, and it takes 2 ticks of the thing.
Yep, because it failed the first one. So yeah, it'll take 2.
That's Samaris' turn.
So that'll be what, 11 and 19? So 30.
Yes.
30 on its turn.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, that means it'll probably now.
I don't know what she said, but it's gonna
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cut it
you
out.
definitely cut out.
it's gonna try to grapple you at the end of well, it's gonna try to hit you, tentacle you, Samaris.
Okay.
It definitely now sees you as a threat.
I wonder why.
That's pretty much what I said.
I pressed the wrong button.
Well, it's got to do one before it does the other, so that will miss.
Oh my god, missed again. All right,
It misses everybody but me.
Jovia.
I'm falling down.
So you hit the ground.
Take 60
Ah!
feet of falling damage.
Well, she can only go up 50.
50 feet of falling
Well,
damage.
technically 40 because
Technically 40.
it would have had to wrap around.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm like, I have the rope around me. I'm like, "Argh!"
Oh, I mean,
So 13 points.
I guess that's better than falling off the ship.
Yeah, if she wasn't tied, it would have thrown her off the ship.
Thank you, baby Jesus. Or, thank you, Idrisil.
Baby Idrisil. All right, Jovia, it's your turn. You're prone, though. You use half your movement to stand up.
All right. All right. Let's go. Oh. That
That's the
is not
dice.
gonna happen. Because I'm gonna do the clover. Patch of the clover. Patch of the clover, while you wear this 4-leaf clover, you feel like the luck is on your side. I tried to, but it didn't. It did the error thing.
It turns it into a 20.
Yeah, it turns it into a 20.
Okay.
And
When you
we-
roll a natural 1, you
Oh.
change it into a 20.
And we've already established that that doesn't interact with the scepter.
Correct. D6.
Oh, God.
I believe 3 is reflect. Yep.
Fuck!
This is going to be funny.
So another D6, Jovia.
Watch you get like turned into a chicken or something.
No. Is that spider climb again?
No, it's a
Okay,
heal.
thank God.
I heal for 15. I'm like,
I was
well,
going to
thank
say, if you
Uh,
get spider climb for the 17th time,
So you just healed all that.
Oh,
Fall
I just
damage.
basically go to max. I don't know why I didn't like put me to max.
yeah, I think you gave yourself, like you set yourself to 13 hit points instead of taking away 13 hit points.
I'm max now.
All right. So bonus action. That was your bonus action.
Yeah, I'm gonna do another one. Be like, let's try this again. Eh. Okay.
That'll hit. So D6.
1d6. 6. Come on. 2.
Ice.
And it is ice ball. Right in its stupid face. 13.
Alright, it's the end of Jovia's turn.
Did it hurt it?
Yes, it
Did
did.
it feel like it hurt it? Okay. Like, I got you, man.
It's got one more tentacle attack. It's gonna try and grab Thorgrim this time.
Okay.
22?
Just barely.
Alright. We got the Thorgrims.
So yeah.
Alright, so
Bludgeoning.
it's its turn. It's going to attempt to eat Thorgrim.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright, so 24 will hit, so we'll take the 16.
And then it's gonna take acid damage at the start of each of the Kraken's turns.
Yep, it'll take the 43.
Okay, well, it's already been the start of its turn, so that'll come around the next time. Correct?
It's at the start of the player's turn. Not the Kraken.
Takes 42 acid damage at the start of each of the Kraken's turns.
Oh, it's on the next line. Okay. Alright, so...
Wait, so is Thorgrim in its belly?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh,
You just
bye,
watch,
Thorgrim.
Nom.
just watch it eat Thorgrim. And it can make...
Who was that guy, anyways?
It
Just
can
some
make
guy.
2
I'm
attacks.
actually going to move him there. So, yeah.
So one
So
at
you can see his health
Samaris
bar.
and one at Cassin. So first one at Samaris, second one at Cassin.
Well, Samaris would have done this beforehand, so the 29 will hit Samaris, but since it attacked Thorgrim, Samaris is going to get a sentinel swing at it.
Okay. Uh, 14 will not
That,
hit.
yeah. Okay.
That is unfortunate. You rolled. What did you roll?
Piss poor.
2.
I rolled a 2.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Alright, does that hit Cassin? 24
24.
hits Cassin? Trick?
Yeah, 24 will hit Kazan.
Okay, so you're both grappled. And it's going to move.
Okay.
It's escaping with you guys. Here, it's meal.
Yeah.
Got what it wanted.
Yep.
Alright, so it's going to move off the ship. It's got 2 creatures grappled, the only ones that were in threat range. Alright, and it's going to move off the ship.
Can this thing fly?
I'm gonna be like, oh no, you come back here,
Oh no,
mister.
it's going to sploosh.
And it's going to begin falling on its turns.
Do we have grappling? Do we have like... Alright. One of us has to build a ballista with some very strong chains or rope attached to it
Trick, it's your turn.
for future reference.
I mean, that would be me who would be building it.
I tell Lara to swing the aim the ship at the creature. It's got our friends. Well, never mind. Actually, keep sailing.
Are we gonna go down?
Excuse me?
Doesn't the ship act at the top of the round? Or
Yeah.
at the end of the round?
It's
Yeah,
at the
so-
top. So she can
So
do whatever
follow
she
it down?
wants.
Yeah, follow it down. I guess we need them.
I guess we need them.
Yes, we do.
I shoot at it. You let them know that if I hit them in there, I'm sorry.
All right, that'll hit.
Wait. Do I get?
Yeah, you get sneak attack.
Haha. Very
It's
sneaky
definitely
attack.
within 5 feet of it.
It's a very sneaky attack.
All right, you can see that it's bleeding.
Aha, it's bleeding. I caused a wound.
Like it's got the bloodied condition. If it,
Yeah, I got it. It's half health.
Hence why it you can guesstimate why it jumped ship, so to speak.
That's okay.
Literally.
Orisa,
I'm gonna
do you have a
use-
bonus action
oh,
you want to use, Trick?
Yeah, I'm gonna dash over there
Okay.
and try to jump. Oh, I can't jump on it. Fuck, I used my turn. I shouldn't have used my turn. I should have used it to jump on it. Never mind. Trick's staying where he's at.
Whoa, what?
Okay, Orisa.
What happened?
All right,
here?
I am going to activate my armor.
Okay, use the
And-
action to activate your armor.
Can I try to untie myself from this rope with a bonus action?
No, it takes an action to untie yourself.
Well, guess I'm staying on the ship. Well, I will fly, I guess 40 feet.
Towards the creature?
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
So since I don't have like a 3-dimensional map, we'll have to do this kind of theater of the mind.
How dare you
Yeah.
not have that?
well, and the rope should continue pulling me down when the ship
for
goes
shame.
down, too.
GM has poor planning skills.
Yeah, because
What
he
can I
spent
say?
8 hours trying to plan this or more.
I know. That's why it's funny because he probably
Yeah, I
spent a
barely
lot of
see
time.
him through the week because of this.
And I guess that'll be my turn.
All right, Cassin, who is currently grappled. You guys are off the ship. Well, Cassin and Somaris.
This should clearly just be made into a video game already. GM, get on it.
No, me and Zeke are still waiting for him to write the book.
Yeah, I'd be very interested in reading that when it comes out. If you when you
Exactly.
finish it.
Oh, he has the outline already done for it. Did I mention that?
No, you didn't. But sidetracked.
I know, right?
It's Cassin's turn still.
Oh, okay. We're waiting on me.
He's blushing and shaking his head like, oh my god.
That's kind of exactly what I was doing.
Still Cassin's turn.
He's escaping. I was talking, but I didn't have the button pressed down.
Okay. So he'll fail his escape.
Alright.
He still has. I don't know if he can do anything as a bonus action now. I think all of his other stuff requires either movement or
An
to
attack.
first, which he has 0 of those.
You can technically spend a key point to take the dodge action.
Not wrong.
No. He is now falling with the
Can
Kraken.
Can I bite as a legendary action? No, I cannot.
You know what? He's actually gonna take the now that you know, it's funny story. He's going to take the dodge action.
I'm not a baby. Just kidding. I'm a baby.
Okay. So he'll take the dodge action. At the end of Cassin's turn, he's going to try and cook his food.
He can do that?
Yeah, with lightning.
Lightning.
Oh, that makes sense.
So it's going to be on Cassin and
Samaris.
Samaris and Arissa because she's flying around in the front of the ship.
Good job, Arissa.
Am I even close enough to it?
Yeah, it's 120 feet.
Oh.
Everyone is close enough.
He does not give a fuck.
There we go. That was much better damage.
Oh,
Alright.
sorry, that was for Thorgrim. That's yeah. If that was Samaris, that would have been a still a fail. So
Okay, so it looks like everybody fails, but I think Cassin with evasion, even if you fail, you only take half, right?
Take that.
correct.
Yeah.
Okay. So Cassin will take 14, the others will take 28.
As that person said, awesome.
Hmm?
And it's Alana's turn.
You've got this, Alana.
So, Arisa, what is Alana doing?
I've been reading her sheet and I have no idea.
Hiding like she always
This
does.
is a rough fight for casters.
I mean... Hang on. This is a thing. I don't remember what it does. Nope. I mean, I think she's just gonna do. She can't do anything. She's used all of her fuckery.
Okay. She's just gonna
Yeah.
hide. in the
She's
ship.
gonna go below deck and get some more rope
Okay.
and come back up to her little
Is she
hiding
gonna
spot.
lasso everybody or something?
Let's see.
You never know when you need more rope.
Thor.
Rope saves lives.
Thorgrim. It's Thorgrim's turn.
It's gonna take some acid damage.
Thought it was at the Kraken's turns.
Oh
Always
yeah, that's
think
right.
that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Well, Thorgrim's not going to take acid damage then because he has a little spell that he can do to get out of here without actually without actually doing anything. And he's going to dimension door on top of its head.
Now I'm just imagining like everyone just sees like this doorway open up and Thorgrim comes tumbling out and he's just angry.
I mean, he's still got a fly speed, so he can hover if he
It's
needs
like,
to.
what? When did he have that?
But in terms of things he can actually do, that's about it.
Cool. So I need Thorgrim, Samaris. Yeah, you guys are following
Cassin.
back. So everybody on the flight deck. So everybody but Alana needs to make a deck save.
Does it matter if you didn't technically cast the
Yeah,
spell
it didn't-
in the storm? She was inside the
Yeah,
Kraken.
it was definitely inside the Kraken.
Yeah, it was
Uh,
21 DC. Arista, I'm just imagine if you fail and you die, you're just gonna be falling, attached to a
I'll just
rope.
be getting dragged by the ship.
Oh man, I am escalating this damage. A little better on that one too.
How much?
That's not what I like to hear.
All right, so 21 DC, 66.
Well,
On the
I'm
damage.
still alive.
33 on those who succeeded.
Thank God. All right.
Or have evasion.
Just so you know, he would be making the saves too if he cared,
But he doesn't.
but he doesn't.
He gives no shits.
Does anyone have like a lightning vulnerability spell or?
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet.
All I'm hearing is that I can't do this yet, and I'm not liking that.
Samaris.
Get over it.
Samaris is going to claw at this thing. It's going to continue to do things.
The claw will hit, so it's another stack. The claw will miss. Jeez. It is hard for you guys to miss. You guys are good at that.
Well, it's almost like you give us broken ass weapons.
And yet
I
you
still missed.
2 out of 3 miss. That is.
And that was a holy proc too. That's unfortunate. That would have been another 40 damage. Well, he gets another stack, so he's up to 3.
Don't you have
So-
abilities to give yourself plus 10?
Yeah, I do actually. Yeah. I mean, now's as good a time as any, I guess. Where is it? Where is it? I got like 20 million things in my sheet. Shit.
Which
Yeah, I know what
to
it
a
is.
25,
There it
so
is.
you don't have to
Yeah.
cast it.
Yeah, it's fine. I
Good
just needed to
strike.
find it. So yeah, turn it into a 25. It takes an extra 40, and it gets an extra stack. Or I'm sorry. It makes a con save for 40 or 20 on the save.
What's the save?
16 con.
I mean, so it'll.
It's
it'll roll
probably
20.
gonna save.
I don't even think it needs
It
to
can-
roll to save.
It can roll a natural 20 or a 1. I have a 10% chance of this happening.
Yeah, I'll roll 20s. It rolled a 1,
It rolled a 1.
but it has advantage.
Yeah.
So I'll take the 20 as well.
Okay. And it's up to 4
4
stacks.
stacks.
Does that mean he's taking 4d10 bleed damage?
No, it's gonna take 8d10 bleed damage.
Oh crap! It's an extra. Wait. Holy crap!
It's 2d10 each time.
All right, that is the end of your turn, Samaris.
It says
Yes.
1d10 for each failure.
It changed because
When he put in one of his gloves, it got upped.
Ah, he
I
just.
just
never changed
Text
didn't
hasn't
change.
changed.
Yeah, I didn't change the tooltip.
That's the base of what it is right now. So, Jovi, it's your turn. Oh, I forgot. There's another
Okay.
person to attack now.
Wait, is are you still alive, Samaris?
Barely.
Fuck. Fucking horse.
You know what's great?
It's the fact that he's gonna fall
You're
and then
still-
he's gonna die immediately.
You're still attached to the ship.
Oh, her, yeah.
Jovi,
I thought the rope broke.
Nope, it snapped you
No.
back down. You're still attached to the ship.
Whoops. Well, fuck me
You-
running.
You were the ball on a paddleboard.
40. Okay, so
So technically, it's because you guys are facing it. So to you, it's facing the front of the ship. So technically, it's over here. So your 40 feet can get you, towards the front of the ship. Where Arissa is 40 feet in front of the ship.
Right, I just flew towards it. There's no room to do that.
I'm like right there. 40. And it's how far away from the ship?
It moves 60.
I'm 40 feet from here. So I'm 1 square foot of this.
Alright, and where is Somar?
Samaris is 60 feet away from Arissa.
So 100 feet, basically.
I hate you all. I hate you all. I hate you all.
The I hate you all man appears behind you.
This is why I say don't get out of healing range.
I mean, it wasn't really their choice, but
I
Yeah,
know, he
you
got
act-
dragged down by a giant
You
kraken
act
creature.
like I had a choice in the matter.
You had a
and
choice.
I'm still within healing range. So there.
unless it's a heal for 30 feet.
Well, I know she has more than that, so she can't yell at me.
But it's
Hey,
definitely out of dice
you
range.
can move more squares up, Jovia.
He's out of dice range.
Yes.
You all.
Because remember, your dice is 2060.
So that means I'm gonna have to dive into the water and go save your ass, Samaris.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Jovia, you can move 2 more squares up. For the record.
Alright.
So now you're 90 feet away.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. Thanks for that. So he's 90 feet away from me. Not Samaris, but the freaking tentacle dude.
Well, yeah, technically, because he's holding Somaris up. Or he's got Somaris as he's falling down, and his tentacles are waving in the air as it, moves downwardly. And Somaris
Well, if
is
I'm-
at the end of it.
But I'm only 20 feet away from him.
From who? No, you're 60
The
feet away
Kraken.
from the Kraken. You're 40 feet from the boat, 60 feet from Somaris.
Okay.
And would it be a bonus action or action to untie the rope?
Action.
I hate you.
Don't blame me, that's what the rules are.
I hate you. I blame you for everything.
I didn't tell you to tie yourself to the ship.
Wait, so if I use Polterghost, would I would just go appear there, right? So I wouldn't have to untie myself, correct?
Yeah.
Except you'll just fall.
Yeah, that'll be your action, and then you just fall.
Yeah.
And it's an action to do my freaking stupid radiant soul, right? Use an action to
Yes.
unleash the divine energy. Alright, I hate you. Alright, so... Wait, how far are you away from me? Marissa?
Currently 9.
I am...
30 feet.
Man, Jesus. 30
Yeah.
feet away from you.
I have enough diamonds to resurrect you guys. Thank God.
Yeah, as long as you can find the body.
Yeah, exactly. God. So I'm wasting that then. I will. Oh my
Reminder
God.
of the bad things that happens when you cast spells.
But when I was doing the healing spell, it didn't do anything.
Correct.
So I can heal. It's just the herb.
This would be a much more difficult encounter if you couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
It's already a reasonably difficult encounter.
Cast this one at 5th level for max, and it's gonna heal up her and me. And that's gonna be a bonus. So heal up for 24.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I might survive one lightning round.
Yeah!
You know, you say that now.
Is everybody still here?
Yeah, way
Yeah,
down
I'm still
Yes.
here. I'm just trying to. So I'm going to cast my Radiant Soul, and then so I'm going to get my wings and whatnot, and then my next turn I'm going to do my Polterghost.
Okay, Jovia's turn's over.
Yeah, finally. You guys are so far away from me. I hate you all.
Alright, now that it has another person to attack, it's going to tentacle.
Well, it's first of all, it's going to take a shitload of bleed damage. It's going to
This is at the end of Jovia's turn.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So this is against Thorgrim.
Miss.
Alright, now it's its turn.
And it takes 8d10 bleed damage.
Alright, 52. It is bleeding all over the place. It is
That's what the claws do. And I bet you it's not happy with Sylmaris.
It is. It's gonna try to survive. So it's going to fling Cassin off towards the left, and Sylmaris is gonna fling you off towards the right. You guys aren't gonna hit anything. You're just gonna be thrown.
Okay.
So you'll be thrown 60 feet. And
Okay.
you'll see it, Sylmaris, since well, actually everybody, you'll see that it not only falls the 60 feet at the beginning of its round, it moves down.
Interesting.
And it looks like it moves and then it disappears as it hits a certain point of the clouds.
I just thought of something where it wouldn't have been able to do that. But it's already happened, so I can't take it back.
I mean, you.
No. Because I could have done a Sentinel Strike with when he tried to attack Thorgrim, and then
Well, I mean, it's still his turn. It's not like it's moved on. You can still do it.
No, the Sentinel Strike was
when it attacked
when it
Thorgrim.
attacked Thorgrim at the end of Jovia's
Oh. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying when he. Well, because I thought you were saying because he flung Cassin.
No, that's. I mean, I doubt that would provoke an opportunity attack.
turn. No. Force movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Alright, that is its turn. So Cassin goes flying, sailing off towards the left, and Sylmaris, you go sailing off towards the right. It doesn't know that Cassin can fly. It doesn't
We
really
both
understand
can
that.
fly.
What that's
And
going
the ship goes down 60 feet. Can we see it again?
on. 60
Or
no.
100 feet?
Yeah. So you'll peer out, and you get whipped as well, Arissa,
Yeah.
as the ship begins pulling you downwardly.
Whee!
And you guys break out of the clouds. And you can see about 100 feet down below you is the ocean. And it looks like this is where it's heading to. And it's
Okay.
currently, you guys moved 100 feet. 80 feet away.
It's 80 feet away. Okay.
And Samaris and Casson are up in the air as a ship flies
Yes.
by them.
Whee!
So, Trick, you see this thing. It looks like it's heading towards the ocean. The ocean's about 100 feet away. The creature itself is 80 feet away. It looks badly injured.
80 feet away from the front of the ship, or 80 feet away from me?
From the front of the ship.
Okay. Trick just tells her to keep going after the thing. The others two, they'll survive, right?
Well, you know they both can fly.
Right. So they'll be fine.
Go fly.
Okay. So what are you doing, Trick?
That's 60 feet, I think. Yeah, that's as far as I can move. You said it's 80 feet.
Was that using
From the
your
front of
bonus
the ship.
action?
Yeah, that was my bonus action dash.
Okay. Yeah, it's 80 feet from the front of the ship.
Fuck. Still too far.
What's your range on your weapon?
120 feet.
You don't have sharpshooter?
It's 120 feet
I
flat.
think that's just the range increment for that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the weapon doesn't have a. Essentially, it's
It-
like it would be like a 120, but it doesn't have a disadvantage on it.
Right. So
it's
it's
just the maximum. So it's like
it's like a laser
sharpshooter.
beam, and
Right.
it only goes 120 feet. I'm
Arissa
trying to
can
see.
relate because she has an Eldritch Blast, which goes exactly 120 feet.
My Eldritch Blast goes 240.
Oh yeah, that's right. You've got that stupid thing.
Thank you very much.
You have Spell Sniper.
Hey, Eldritch Blast is amazing. Still.
I'm gonna move to there, activate my flying, I guess.
I'm surprised you didn't do that first.
My thought process is this Trick would have started to run, realized he ain't gonna make it regardless. So he's then
No,
just
this is
going
fine. I want to see where this goes.
and then activate it. He's not gonna make it close. He's not gonna be able to attack, or whether he uses it first or second. Either way, he's too far away. So because he won't have an action anymore, right? It's an action to activate it.
Correct.
So after this, there's no more action. And his bonus action is going to be used to dash anyways. So there was no hope of him getting within range at all. But he's still gonna get to the end of the ship just so that he's.
You
close
can't
enough.
action dash and bonus action dash, and then you'd at least
He
be.
used an action to activate his armor.
And that gives me what, 60 feet of fly speed?
Yes. So you could technically go 120 total if you dash with your bonus action.
Well, there.
All right, Rissa,
There.
All right, I'm gonna.
you know that you're out of the cloud.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna fly. The 40 feet down that the ship dragged me, and then another 20 feet, which is my 60-foot fly, and then I'm within 60 feet of him.
Correct.
And I'm gonna. Character sheet. Now is not the time to be a dick. All right. Stopped being a dick. We're gonna try this. Yeah, that was real good. Helpful. Very helpful. I rolled the 2.
That's unfortunate.
Yep.
Oh no.
And then Arissa just like shrugs and waits to get like yanked by the waist again.
That is severely unfortunate.
Yep, I'm aware.
All right, Casson. Casson falls 60 feet, so he's almost
Alright.
with the ship.
SN
Or he's with
is-
the tail end of the ship, I guess.
I mean, he can fly.
Yeah,
if he
I don't
wants.
think he would even start to fall. He'd just say, like, he'd be like, nope. Unless you oh, do you have to activate the boots?
Yeah, you have to activate the boots.
Oh, okay.
Plus, he wants to fall 60 feet.
Yeah, so he's gonna
Probably.
activate the boots. Is he still within? Oh, he's not. So he's gonna fly 60 feet since he was only flung 60 feet away to go punch the shit out of this thing finally.
He'd have to use his
Punch, punch.
bonus action to dash. Because he was thrown 60
Okay.
feet, but the creature also moved.
That's
Right.
fine. He's gonna do that and then still punch the shit out of this thing.
So he'll have an action to punch it. Which he should still have his, sword open. Yeah, that'll hit.
He's just tired of shit, like, you motherfucker. No, but he's still very calm about it, just like a surgeon cutting flesh away. He's just cuts into him like emotionlessly because he's a monk. That's what they do.
Because what? All surgeons are robots?
Robot surgeon.
Yes. Yes.
Not all surgeons are robots.
Alana.
Oh, I forgot about fucking Alana.
All surgeons are serial killers.
She comes she
All
comes back
surgeons
out
are
with a
what?
bunch of rope.
Yep, she comes
Sees
out with a
everybody
bunch of rope.
flying.
Sees everybody
Good luck to
flying.
everybody.
Turns around and kind of shrugs and ties Liara to the steering wheel. And asks her if she needs any help as she also ties herself to the steering wheel. I don't fucking know, man. That's all I got.
Yep. Once
She doesn't
again,
need to be tied to the steering wheel. She can fly. Just kidding. So she
Just
just ties
keep-
Liara.
Okay,
keep
well,
giving trick fuel to use against her.
Remember,
Like-
she's also out of the cloud, so she's free to cast.
I did not understand that's what you were implying by out of the cloud. Your statement makes more sense now. I was like, yeah, I know I'm out of the cloud. Oh boy. All right. Well, in that case, she pops out with some rope, sees she's out of the cloud, and says, well, fuck this shit then. And flies as close as she can. Does she have anything with any kind of range? Because she would be, if it's 80 feet from the front of the ship, but we're not pointed directly down, are we?
Probably not.
You guys are at a slight angle downward, trying to keep up with it.
So how far, if she's here and like if she scooted over one to be at the edge, how far away would she be visually?
It'd still be the same amount.
Okay. It's very annoying that the sheet does this now, so I can't just look at everybody's range real quick. So give me a second. See if she has anything. Oh, that's 300 feet. Mm, 60 feet. Motherfucker. So how far is she? I forgot.
She's 80 feet from the front, and
From
then
it?
whatever this is.
Oh, the creature's 80 feet from the front? Right, that's right. So she's... Did I move her full 60 feet? Yes. Or, well, yeah. Is this where she actually pops out of the stairs? That's just where I've been putting her.
Yes.
Okay. Balls, why is she 5 feet away? Right, 80 plus 45?
125.
125. Yep, that's great. Hang on, give me a second. At least my turn won't be as long as Carolina's.
Hey.
I'm just using
Got
you.
him.
All right. She has nothing with that kind of range. She doesn't have any cool distance-y increasing things. Nope. All right. Well, she's gonna.
Yes.
Fuck.
Does she have
Yeah,
anything in
she's
range?
just. She has nothing within range.
Okay.
So she will get in range.
Use your action to dash to the front of the ship.
No, she's gonna pop on right next to Thorgrim.
Okay.
Say, hey, friend. And can she bonus action boop?
I don't think so.
No.
No.
But she'll bonus action that.
Enchant her stick.
Yeah.
Bonus action, prepare
bonus
to boop.
action stick. Prepare boop.
Okay. Thorgrim.
I mean, I didn't specifically say that Thorgrim is attached to this thing in any way, so he's probably still floating.
Yeah.
You said he was on top of him.
He was on top of it.
Okay, well, Thorgrim has his armor activated, so I mean, does he fall with it, or does?
If he decided to.
Yeah. I mean, if he's
Okay,
got his
I mean-
armor on, he could decide he can fall with it.
I mean, he's not gonna stop it if it's moving away from him. He's going with it. So yeah, Thorgrim's gonna do some stuff. Jesus
Oh my
Christ,
God,
I've been
Thorgrim.
rolling abysmally.
We all have. I don't know if you saw my sick 2.
This is and it's not the fight you want to roll low on.
I mean, to be fair, there's a really valid reason why I have saving throw spells. I roll like complete garbage.
So the
I hope the
24s will
24
hit.
is a hit.
Yep.
Okay, so. Take that. And that's it.
He's going,
All right,
Gonna-
Samaris.
I mean, Samaris is still in the cloud, so he's gonna descend until he sees it. And can you tell how far away he is by the time he gets out of the cloud, and how far he's moved?
Yeah, I mean, are you falling at the beginning of your turn?
I mean, he's got nothing better to do.
Okay, so you'll fall towards the out of the clouds, and then you'll see the ship is 20 feet away from the back end of it.
Okay. I mean, he's gonna fly over to it.
Okay, so you can fly 40 feet onto the ship.
How far away is he from the creature?
The creature's 80 feet from the ship.
from the front.
I mean, yeah, I guess he'll fly over the ship then. To wherever that is.
You can make it to the front of the ship.
He'll do that. There. Now Jovi's not gonna bitch at me for not being in healing range. Mission accomplished.
And you still have your action.
Yes. With that, he'll. Well, he's got a bonus action too, correct?
Yes.
Bonus action, he's going to call his longbow to him.
Okay.
And he's going to shoot twice.
Okay.
Well, you just fucked all of Jovia's
Fuck.
plans up.
Oh man, that definitely read as a 20 on my screen.
That's a good thing it wasn't.
That's a 19. I think both of those hit.
Yes, they do. All right, so that's your movement, action, bonus action.
Yep, and he's standing on top of the deck.
Jovia.
Jovia glares at you, be like, you fucked all my plans up.
So Mars is not paying attention to you, ignorant of anything that may have happened on the ship while he was doing that.
Okay,
Alright.
good, because Jovia's still going with her plan, so she's saying, fuck you. You can heal.
I mean, you know he still has his death ward, so.
Yeah. You can heal yourself. So she has her wings out, and she's gonna be like, Polterghost! And says you summon a polterghost to a spot you can see. The polterghost flies speed of 30 and can pass through walls. You can command the polterghost to fly up to 60 feet in a straight line. So is it in a straight line, or...
Yeah, you can make it fly in a straight line.
Alright, so I'm polterghosting my ass this way.
Okay. So you'll still be 20 feet away from it. Remember, it's 80 feet away.
Oh,
Yeah, that's not really where it is.
there you go.
And then you still have your movement, so you can fly closer.
Alright, so it's 20 feet away from me now?
Yes. So you can fly 20 feet to it if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna... Wait, so...
And then you have a bonus action.
Alright. Oh, God.
So we're gonna do for your bonus action. Hit yourself. Right on.
Hit myself.
Roll a d6.
Fuck my life.
This die is the gift that keeps on giving.
5.
Yep.
Heal!
Unbelievable.
It gives to me!
That's pretty funny.
I know.
Summer's just one full white girl.
So am I crawling on this thing now?
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah, you're right up next to it.
So can I like reach out and touch it?
Yeah, you're 5 feet away.
Alright, I'm gonna like reach out and touch it so I have my spider climb on it. So I'm gonna be like, stick to it.
Okay. It is going to, at the end of your turn, target Silmaris, Orisa, and Jovia.
I mean, Samaris is going to be out regardless of what happens.
You have your death ward on, so you have 1.
That's another 28.
Yeah, Samaris doesn't have Death Ward.
Why don't you have death ward?
What do you mean, why doesn't
It's on
he
your
have Death
necklace.
Ward? Didn't he not get that?
No, you got a
No,
necklace.
yeah, you're the last
Everybody
one to get
but
it.
Thorgrim, and yeah, everybody but Thorgrim and
No,
Casson
basically just
and-
everybody except all the party members have it except Thorgrim.
Okay.
Thorgrim and me did not get it.
Then, who? I'm at 1 HP.
Remember we made this whole joke about how I made it like a weird glob of gold that was like really ugly?
Yeah.
And Trix was a ship, and
Trick, why are you rolling?
Anyway, that's not
Arissa's
important.
was like a kitty pant. Kitty
I don't know. For some reason, I don't know. I was confused for a second there.
Trick does a flip for no reason.
Okay, so Orisa, you fail.
You said Alana, right?
He's
No.
enjoying the wings.
Jovia,
sorry.
Jovia, Orisa, Silmaris.
And Samaris' save doesn't matter.
I thought that
I'm
it
gonna
said
yell-
storm, and I thought it was like the big storm, and it wasn't.
Jovia, roll.
Samaris is more than 120 feet away.
He's
Samaris,
at the front of the ship.
He's at the front of the ship.
Didn't he? Oh, never mind. Sorry, this
Yeah,
is at
he
the end
flew
of
to the
Jovia's
front of
turn.
the ship.
I
He's
thought it was
absolutely-
at the end.
Yeah,
I
he's
thought he
absolutely
fell already.
range.
Okay, so Jovia, you take 28. Alright, Samaris, roll your damage.
Low.
Alright, Jovia, you cling onto this thing as it spurts out blood all over the place. And it dies.
It's like an
Yay!
blood.
I had a feeling you were going to kill it. It had 19 hit points.
Oh yeah, I mean,
Oh, trust me, I was pretty sure it was low because I was really hoping I was gonna kill it with my thing.
Alright, once I see that it dies, I'm gonna like try to. Wait, Thorgrim has his wings out, right?
I am going to try. So, all right, hang on.
Wait, does
I know
Thorgrim
that
have his wings
just-
out?
Yes.
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 All right, so I noticed that he has his wings out. Whatever. I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna fly back up and like, fuck this, guys. I'm just gonna go right back up and go to safety.
I am
And
going
let
to,
go.
if I have time before it falls, I am going to, hang on. I should have done this last. I didn't realize I also had Dimension Door until, I saw that Alana did, and I was like, oh, I could have done that. But, anyway. I'm going to boof myself to him and identify him before he falls down.
So in other words, everyone has a teleport, but Trick.
In essence, yes.
Okay. You don't get anything from him.
Oh, because he's dead?
Yeah.
I'm so sad about that.
He has the dead spell affecting him.
Is he floating? These things
Cur-
float for a little bit, right?
currently, it's slowly starting to sink. It'll take a little time to sink down, but it's slowly sinking.
Can I, somehow really awkwardly, because this is the first time we've actually gotten to see one die, because the last one was a Dragon Knight or whatever before it died.
Oh wait, before I go down, can I cut off some of its skin?
No, I will tell you not to do that
Aww.
if I see you doing it. I mean, it's one of
I wanted-
Rhea's creatures. I don't want to deface it.
I wanted to cut some of it off and give it to you and be like,
Oh,
you like
thanks.
stuff?
But I'll tell you, I appreciate the gesture, but please don't do that.
I probably would have yelled in my head, be like, do you want a piece?
I'm gonna inspect its body as best as I can tell for any kind of symbols or markings or anything like that.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
I was hoping you'd say investigation.
Or investigation, either or.
Yes.
You don't see any symbols or markings on it.
Balls. Alright. I'm assuming it feels just like a normal, whatever a squid
Yes.
feels like. Alright. Alright, I will get back on the motherfucking ship before my flying runs. Boop. So Alana. Well, her flying doesn't run out, but
Trick, I assume you tell Liara to level out the ship.
Yeah. I'm heading actually back over there.
Well, that's 2 down, 2 to go.
Actually, I'll tell her I'll take over Liara, because she was just unconscious a little bit ago. I'm gonna let her go rest.
Okay.
Samaris, a bloody mess, doesn't say anything and just goes down below deck immediately.
I'm gonna follow Samaris and be like, hey, wait up. And I'm gonna touch him and be like, here, motherfucker.
You know you don't have to touch him in order to do that, right?
I will do that. I don't care. I know, but that's just what I do. I'm a touchy.
She likes to touch people.
Do you know Jovi at all? She's a hands-on kind of person, okay?
Man, you seem so worried about your kids.
I
Alright, so
am,
we
but I gotta
still-
heal up their daddy
Oh,
and
God.
their auntie. So I'm gonna be like, Arissa, come here.
Surprised at you, Arissa.
Why?
Did not try to talk to this one.
I was going to, but it seemed pretty clear on its intent. Last time, it was just swim behind us for a little bit. So I was like, Maybe I can talk him out of it. This guy just came up onto our ship and started flailing around.
Yeah, it was not
It did.
was not meant to happen.
Yeah, I really thought about talking to it. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I
And
really
I was
thought
like-
Alyssa was gonna talk to it, but then I'm like, I remember that the other one did not talk to her, so she probably said
It talked to me.
kind of thing. Did it?
Guys,
I
Yeah,
don't
it
remember.
did.
Yeah, he absolutely talked back. We had a whole conversation. I almost convinced it to go away if we I don't know, I think we had to throw all of our gold into the
Yeah,
sea.
we had to periodically throw gold into the sea, which was a great idea.
Oh yeah, that's right. We had
You
to
had-
throw like 500 gold into the sea every time we left, or was it 1,000?
Every time we left a port, which would have pissed off Brea, and
You
so we
had-
decided to fight the shark would be better than to piss off Brea.
And that's when I throw the dice at it. The dice didn't work for me this time. I was so pissed off.
You guys had two choices. You guys could throw the gold over the ship, or you guys could throw Trick over the ship.
Right, that's what it was.
Yeah, that was your choices.
I mean, I don't see the detriment of throwing Trek off the ship.
Trick
Well,
pulls
it's
gun.
he was gonna
What's the
eat it.
detriment now?
Well, because remember,
You
so
don't hear
I
that.
don't know
It's
actually
out
if this
of
is
freaking
true of,
character.
I don't know if this is true of the Kraken squid. Is the Kraken a squid? The Kraken's a squid. This would be a Kraken. Anyway, I'm just gonna call it the Kraken.
Is this Kraken?
Well, I have Kraken written in
Can't you
one
ident-
and squid
wait,
written
wait.
on the other one.
Didn't you touch it? Can't you just like identify it?
Of course, I touched it. It's dead, so it does. I can't identify it.
You can't identify it, or you can.
No, did you miss the whole thing? I touched it and identified it, and
This
Jason
is
said it's
this has
dead.
already been done.
Well, yeah. Well, you would have gotten what it was then, right?
No, it's dead.
Well, you're lame.
You better not say that in character.
No, it's out of character. If I would
Um,
have said that in character, you probably would have killed or like ate my brain.
I mean, just because she
I
hasn't
mean-
yet. Yeah. So I have Kraken written down on one thing and squid written on the other. I think it's safe to assume that that's the same thing. So all we have left is the turtle and. Oh, wait. I thought we knew what the other one was. Well, turtle and mystery creature.
Are you guys doing anything else?
I went immediately to the healing room and started taking a short rest.
Okay.
I mean, I wanted to like cut off a piece just for Arissa because she likes to study stuff. So she told me no.
Okay. Trick?
And I healed both Arissa and Samaras.
Oh, you
with my
definitely,
preserve
you
life.
guys would know that the storm cloud above you is gone.
Yeah,
Did it
see?
disappear or did we sail past it?
No, it disappeared.
Yeah, see, Brea helped, alright? Clearly, it's gone.
They're like, Brea, help! She's the one who brought this on us, most likely.
Look,
Well,
How
no,
is that
look,
helping?
I asked her to reveal our enemy to us, and he came out and, like, revealed himself, right? And then, I also, part of what I'd asked her for, was to remove the cloud, and look, it's gone. If you ask me, she did a great job here today.
I mean, to be fair, we did need to kill this thing at some point. I would have liked to have known if it also hated Brea, like the shark did.
Well, the
It
only
probably
way
did.
can
We
find
did.
out is through
a
the-
great
Rissa,
service.
make a intelligence check with disadvantage.
Okay.
The only way we can find out is through Zinder, and if Zinder decided to take its soul.
You'd remember that when you spoke with the shark, it said that the Titans hated Brea.
Oh, did it? Okay. So apparently they all hate Brea.
But why did they hate Brea? I don't remember that.
I don't think
clearly,
he actually, I tried to ask him, but he was just like, "Of course we hate Brea" or something like that. But I don't
Because-
really remember.
it's because she has such a magnificent worshiper like myself, alright? That's what it's all about. It's me.
Trick, you're causing us a lot of problems with these Titans.
All right.
What? A giant creature attacks our flying ship, and it's all of a sudden it's Trick's fault.
Does anything involving water and Titans that hate Brea is gonna be your fault.
Well, regardless, we're gonna end the stream here.
Yeah, well, Somaris tried to drown Narissa.
I mean, he
Don't
didn't
put
try.
this on you.
He did.
And he didn't try.
He
He actually
successfully
succeeded.
drowned Arissa.
We're gonna
Also, bye, stream.
we're gonna
Bye,
end the stream.
Stream.
Jovia yells that into Solaris' head as loud as she can, like bursting his brain.
And you guys will level up from this.
Sorry, Somaris.
Oh
Hey.
my god.
I threw you under the
Sweet baby
bus.
Jesus.
I am. Oh, does Alana level up, by the way?
No.
What about Cassin?
No.
WTF,
Poor
mate?
Alana.
They're NPCs, they don't level.
So what? They can level.
They're still fighting. They're getting experience.
No. There's a reason why they started out at levels above you guys.
What level is Alana?
15.
So will she start leveling once we're all 15?
I don't think that's how it works.
And
You
don't
don't know
forget
this?
don't forget your armor's level 2.
Oh, I am well aware.
Oh, I remember, baby.
Do monks still use D8s, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you're putting a level in monk, aren't you?
Yes.
Are you going monk from now on?
Maybe. Probably.
I am
As long as
Storm
Cassin's alive.
Reaver. Teaching you. I'm Storm Reaver now, so.
Well, once you get one level in a thing, can't you, like, keep getting a level without being trained?
Yes, you can. I was just
Yeah, I was gonna say. Casa can just go in and die now.
I now have.
Served your
We need him.
purpose.
He is a hard hitter.
Alright.
Yeah. Oh, bye, stream.
Bye bye, stream. We love you.
Welcome to our chaos.
Alright, that was part 2 of the long-running series of Rise of Tharxsis. If you missed it, it'll be on the YouTube channel, and it'll also be on Twitch for, I think, 14 days is what it's set up as, that it can stay up there. So if you miss it on Twitch, it'll be on the YouTube channel. Just follow on the YouTube channel. Follow on Twitter so that you get notifications when we start streaming. We try to stream every Monday night at 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, so that's 11 p.m. For those of you on the East Coast. Sometimes it's earlier depending on our schedules, but we try to keep the same schedule. And then I'll be hopefully streaming more of Jade Empire, as if the stream stops bugging out on me. So we'll finish more of Jade Empire later on. Alright. And we'll see you next time.